We just got this in. Breaking news, breaking news. A man who started his own channel. He's had many, many names. He was called.
Do it again.
His first name.
Do it
And we
again.
like to introduce the one and only and go support his channel because when he speaks, even EF Hut listens. The one, the only, the commish. Now, also on the lineup tonight, a man everybody has swore to hate. A man they call him the Toothless Wonder. A man they call a monster. But he's better known to cattle on TV as Joey C's partner and Big Lou the God. And
Hey,
now,
guys, good evening. You need to do it again because you started. No one can hear you.
well, we'll do it again. Get to buy it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Up on the panel next, a man you all love to hate. You make fun of his big tooth missing. You call him the monster. He's my partner, my sidekick, the one and only Big Lou the God.
I wasn't talking about me. He's gonna take himself out of the stage, and no one can hear him. Like, oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, what you all been waiting for, the most controversial person in the world, the man that everybody has something to say about, the man that speaks the truth, the man that tells it like it is, the man that told Big Black, what up, my nigga? Here we are, the one, the only, Joey C. And welcome. What's up, gentlemen?
Yes, them kids are screaming in the background.
Jesus, what's happening, guys? Lou the God, the commission, what's happening?
Nothing much.
Your intros were spectacular. There was just one problem.
What? Nobody heard me?
Yes, no one heard you.
No one at all?
Until you came up onto the stage.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I blew it, huh?
This isn't like Evie Much where we can be downstairs and it hears us.
I hate paying $44 a month for this stuff. I mean, they don't give you nothing. Now you can't even set intros. They give you this new thing to set the intro.
That's just a glitch.
Oh my God! But it's been going on for 2 or 3 weeks, and they don't do nothing about it. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. So we had one of our members say, "Am I still blocked?" Well, if we can see your name, obviously you're not blocked, dumpski. You know. What a way to start out the show. This is supposed to be a show for you guys. This ain't supposed to be banning people. We ain't supposed to be being negative here. We're supposed to have some fun, some good old-fashioned fun. You understand? PA podcast member for 1 month. Yes, sir. Hackamay 2 is coming in May. Are you excited?
Nope.
PA podcast, I'd be excited to see you, sir. I really would be. But no, I'm not excited because oh my God! I just don't even want to get it. I don't want to disrupt my members tonight with how I'm feeling about that Hackamay 2. It was said best today by Stevie Lou. He sent a funny super chat or something members only milestone about what was coming to Hackamay. It was pretty funny, but wow, man, what a week! What a last couple of weeks.
Yo, why would you want to go to Hackamania to see that Dabbler win all the awards?
Wow. First of all, I've been contacted by the greatest lawyer in the business, the Dabbleverse lawyer, Vince the lawyer, wanting to know if we want to really sue Patrick Melton. And I said, you damn right, because he owes us a lot of money. And he could change the names all he wants. He doesn't. Melton is really dumbfounded. But I don't know if they're telling the truth, but I just find this hard to believe. B. Dabbler said, because here's my logic. To do the super tip, you would have to get permission, right? If they did it illegally and they got caught, everybody would be destroyed on YouTube. Every channel would be dropped, right? Using it. But why would Google grant him permission to compete against the super chats? I mean, he only takes 10 or 20%, and the super chats take anywhere from 30 to 40%. But why would YouTube undercut themselves and say, here, steal my money?
Because they don't have YouTube. I don't think you need YouTube's permission because you could just put.
You would need their permission. That's taking money out of their pocket.
No. Because you could, if you wanted to, you could put your own Cash App. That QR code. But doesn't matter. You're still undercutting YouTube in your own way if you think about it.
You are, but when you get caught, I think there'd be penalty. But he put up a fucking super chat machine and made a super chat machine that's really.
Pineapple, they are illegal. They can't. You can't use someone's voice without their written consent.
That's right, written consent. And you know what? I
Why
got
do
to
you think Hollywood went through
Right.
that massive strike that they just came out of?
All I know is
6 to 7 months ago.
we got to
AI
have
was
terms
part
we
of
work
it.
on. We
And
got to
we
have
got-
on next week, Lou. We got to have terms on to explain this. He
Yeah.
did a detailed thing about this. He needs to. I mean, I'm not the brightest man, but I know what it said when I picked it up and put AI, the use of AI voices on the internet without permission. It says clearly he must go to each individual, get a signed deal, and if he doesn't, it's illegal. Baby Sacamo, my favorite traveling man. Joey C, my brother, what's good, homie? Send my love to Mr. C. Baby Sacamo sends his love.
And to answer your question, Pineapple, I can't speak to the UK laws because the EU,
Right.
they're different. They run a different.
Baby Sacamo says hello. Yeah, he said, send my love to Mr. C.
So hopefully that could answer for where you live. You just have to speak to someone on your side of the pond because over there, the laws are different.
Well, that was my thing, Lou. I said to you, remember I said, because it's probably a Moody, whatever the fuck his name, Moody. It's probably everything's in his name and he's in New Zealand. You understand? But it doesn't matter. They're using it in America. And Patrick Melton is one of the founders, I believe, his enterprise. It doesn't matter. He did not get permission. And here, the bottom line, it ain't about the money. It's what Melton thinks he's so cocky. Every time, like when I went to chat with us the other day, he lied. Oh, Joey C borrowed $30 from me at DabbleCon and never paid me back. Joey C owes me for the tickets for Hackamania. And we clearly have proved that Melton lied about what he did originally offer us. And he wants to lie because you know what? When he gets nervous, Melton's a piece of shit. He just straight up is a piece of shit. And, you start talking subversive to him in the chat where he's going to lie. That's all he does. Lie. That's it.
So
but he's a piece of garbage. And if he thinks.
Are you watching part 1 or 2?
Watching Gremlins. All right. Now, I told you our mods don't have to be members. I told you that. No, she is a member.
She is a member.
Right. Okay, but I don't know if it knocked out Chris back because wasn't he in terms of the member? So I thought mods come in and Chris Beck he's probably not here. You're right because he's not a member. You're probably right. I didn't know that. I thought mods got exempt.
No,
on members only stream.
Don't mean nothing.
Spider
don't mean nothing.
Lou, you've been around a long time, and you pretty much know our channel from beginning, even though you weren't here the whole time. Spider was pretty quiet for the first year, wasn't he?
He's still quiet.
He's on fire on his channel.
Yeah, he's taking it all to his channel. I see what he did there. He speaks a shit ton of crap on his channel, but just plays like a mute over here.
But he's speaking good crap. He's really impressed me.
Before stream started, though. Exactly, Pineapple. That's what I think too.
Yeah.
Mac
I was on fire Wednesday night as well.
Oh, you were? I'm saying you really come. But see, here's the whole thing. Just to clear about this, it's Melton's arrogantness because he's won every court case. He thinks he's invincible. He thinks he's smarter than everybody. And you know what? He's just rubbed people the wrong way, and he definitely rubs me the wrong way. So I'm tired. I don't. You know what? Even my wife and I just said it. If we didn't get $1 to fucking make that motherfucker just fucking queeve and motherfucker be all fucked up in his head for a few months with a lawsuit, I would be worth every fucking penny. You know what I'm saying? So because he's just a dirtbag, and I'm sorry to say that he is a dirtbag. So he calls me fat. He's a 6'5" unorthodox motherfucker. His body looks worse than any fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. He don't socialize with people. He don't like women. He's just a bitch, and you see him scramble when he fucking when he don't want someone to say something. Okay, Melton, if you really think I borrowed $30 from you, why would I go to fucking all the way to Vegas to borrow $30 from him? Borrow $30 only. I mean, that's just so fucking stupid what he does, I'm fucking this. It's sickening. And fucking, oh my God, this Dabbleverse shit is sucky every fucking day, man. Every day. You know who contacted me the last couple of days? My old friend Hackwright. I insulted the Oregon Ducks, and he got pissed. He fucking laid into me. Don't you ever talk about the Oregon Ducks again, ever? How dare you? I'm saying I was just trying to read a rise out of Mason in Portland. I said, I don't give a fuck about the Ducks. I don't even know what the fuck they are. He took it to the heart. So I have to now wear a Ducks hat or a shirt on their big game coming up on New Year's. And I have to support the team and I have to cheer them on as repayment for being sorry for saying something against
That's
the team.
interesting.
What's that?
I just put Spider's link into the one chat, but it didn't show up here.
Yeah, it is weird, ain't it? Did we get Satellite Man a member for 3 months? Happy holidays, JC. Great to see you, Dennis Blue. All right, thank you, Satellite. Is that the real Satellite Man? Because he's an interesting guy, man. He really is.
Pineapple, do you see my chat where I put Spider's link for his YouTube channel?
Citizen M says they see it.
Okay, it's just not showing up on the StreamYard side. That is so odd.
Well, Pineapple, if you truly mean that, Pineapple, and I you're one person that goes so many different ways, and I don't know what to really make out of you, so I really don't pay attention to you no more because sometimes you got me second guessing myself. But if this is really true, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart because I definitely put an effort in it, and I'm definitely trying. There's no doubt about that. So I mean, like I said, it's a lot of work, a lot of learning, and I know, and the hardest thing to do it, do it. If you've never done it all your life and you start at this age, they're not easy, man. But I try. I do watch a lot of people that are talented that, when I try to say, you know what, look how funny they are, or look how good they are, how they delivered it. I'm not afraid to talk. We know that. I got that part down. I'm not afraid camera shy. I got that part down. It's just I got to make sense a lot more and stop drifting all over the place. And that's just because I got dyslexia and I'm fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways. So, But I'm really not. I mean, I'm really. Oh, by the way, what we're doing tonight, I want to cover. I took an IQ test. Now, this is a cerebrum. Is the name? It's a CEREBRUM. There's the fucking. I don't know. I know.
We can't see it, Joey. We can't.
All right, I'm fucking this motherfucker. Hang on a second.
Now there it is. We can see it now that way.
Okay. Well, this is. Well, here it just gives you a breakdown. I'll tell you. It wasn't a questionnaire. It was. What does the test measure? The Cerebrum Certified IQ test is designed to measure general intelligence with high precision in an online environment. This test does not only assess overall cognitive ability, but also evaluates 5 distinct aspects of intelligence: visual perception, abstract reasoning, pattern recognition, spatial orientation, and analytical thinking. This is what they covered, and I printed out each one what the results were. Your results are ready. I had to pay 99 cents to do a trial. It says here's the current certified IQ test classifications. I scored above. No, I'm sorry. This is just telling you what the above is over 131. That's highly intelligent. 116 to 130 is intelligent. 101 to 115 is above average. 85 to 100 average. 75 to 84 below average, and below 70 is low. What do you guys think I scored? Honestly, on overall. Now this has got nothing to do with questionnaires or never. It's about what I read off the perception, the visual stuff. Huh?
Did you cheat?
I did not cheat. You how can you cheat? They give you a bunch of different designs, and you just gotta be visually. You gotta visualize it. You gotta figure which one's the best one, the fourth one. Well, how can you cheat?
Who knows?
I answered 25. I answered 25 diagrams that I did.
All right, Fighter. What's your take? What do you think he is? Above average, average, below average?
Here's the ranking. Current survey: highly intelligent, above average, or average. Which one do you think out of the 4 I scored?
A member for 5 months. Yeah.
And I want everybody to really tell me what you really think. I'll be honest. I'm not going to be mad. Nobody's getting bounced. It's a members only stream. Nobody's going to get upset. What do you guys really think I scored?
Oh, Citizen M. You know what I want for Christmas? For you to stop acting like a bitch.
All right. Let's not get sidetracked with negativity. Let's stick to this, right? It's a members only stream. Just let's let the people that really want to be here enjoy it. All right. Highly intelligent, above average, or average. Which one did I score in?
I'll say you're above average.
All right. Spider?
I'm going to go above average as well.
All right. Anybody else? Please. You need to know. The 4 categories are highly intelligent, above average, and average.
Well, Pineapple's giving you 100.
Well,
I don't know what
he was close.
He says
close.
Average.
Okay, well, here I scored intelligent. And I don't know if you can see that. And if I got it, all right, that's what I scored. But all right, but it said I hit intelligent. It's right there. I hit intelligent. Your ranking is intelligent, and I'll take off the freaking thing here so you can see it better. But let me just show you. I mean, that's what I scored. And I'm going to give you the breakdown of why they say I'm intelligent. So if you could read that, there it is. I'm intelligent. Right there. The second one.
So 74 is intelligent?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is out of 100. So I scored intelligent level. Now I'll tell you what the breakdown is, right? Let me get to the breakdown, all right? Breakdown. Might as well leave it off because I'm going to show you the paperwork. I don't know what made me do it. It popped up on my phone when I was on the internet as an ad. Man. Take your IQ test. I go, oh, fuck it, let me try it. And
it's not a real IQ test, peanut brain.
This is a reputable. Look up the fucking company, man. It's right there, man. So I mean, I'm just telling you, this is what I did. Okay, so here, I don't know. That's the company right there. That's what its name right there. The Cerebrum, whatever the hell it is. But anyhow, that's what this is now. Remember, this ain't questions. This was all patterns and visual stuff. So I mean, this is like probably one part of an IQ test. I will look for one to take a questionnaire or on whatever how they do it. I don't really know how they do it, but this part I knew they did. Okay, let me go here. It says abstract reasoning. Abstract reasoning is the ability to analyze information and solve problems using conceptual thinking. The skills allow you to process complex ideas without concrete examples. Identifying underlying principles in new situations and generally innovative solutions. Your score reflects how well you recognize logical patterns and apply new information to solve challenges. The ability is crucial for adapting to unfamiliar scenarios. And to be all fairness, when I was 21 and I wasn't a sheriff character, I scored the highest going into a room of situation. You had so many seconds to see if you remember everything in the room, like a crime scene. And I scored 100. I blew it away. My memory was, I visualized the room. I scouted the room. You had so many seconds, and I did the best out of the whole academy. So I've always had that. But obviously, if it's still there, and I did it once before in my life, so I'm very good at that. So I'm very good at I guess I'm an artard because artards are really special in puzzles, and stuff like certain things. Like I guess I'm just above genius level because I'm an artard, I guess. So and I'll take the compliment anyway and get it. So you know what I'm saying? All right. So it says that the above score indicates this is pattern recognition. Here we go. Pattern recognition. I scored above average. That's what I scored for this. The first breakdown. Above average was for whatever I said what it was. It was pattern recognition. So I scored a 57, and that's above average. All right. So that one's done. The next one is current certificate classification, intelligence, and that the actual final score that was at 70. That was 76. All right. So then it says orientation. No, that's not, here it is. All right. Here's the one that I really did well on. Highly intelligent. The above score indicates how many points you scored on the question connection to spatial orientation. I hit very highly intelligent. This is analytical thinking. Analytical thinking. I scored a 91.
What are they asking? I just need to know what kind of questions.
They don't ask you. It's shapes and patterns, and they give you these. They show you these three boxes, and and then a bunch of choices, and you got to think what goes with that, or scientifically. I don't know. I fucking just did 25 things.
This shit sounds brilliant.
The above score indicates how many points you scored on the question connected to analytical thinking score. All right, and okay, that's the same. It's 91. I had duplicated the second. I had 2 pages. Right, that's the same one. I just did that one. Analytical thinking. All right, so what's this one? All right, so there's 4 categories. That was 4. I think we did 4, right? I believe we did 4. Other stuff is just giving you explanations, like it's saying abstract reasoning. Abstract reasoning, the ability to analyze information and solve problems. I think I already read that to you guys. Spatial orientation. Spatial orientation is the ability to understand and manipulate spatially relationships. Trio skills allow you to visualize objects from different angles, navigate environment effectively, and mentally rotate and transform shapes. So I guess I'm good at that shit. That's kind of You score reflects how well you perceived a reason above spatial relationships. Disability is crucial for tasks involving visual and spatial information. Okay, so I mean that's another thing. So I guess you know, I don't know. I don't know if it meant anything. I don't know. I don't know here. I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, I like to take an IQ test where I have to have knowledge or just general knowledge, which I think I'm going to do score. I remember doing one a few years ago and I scored a 130. I remember. So, yeah. So I mean, I know the Joey C of the Dabbleverse comes off to be very dumb and stupid and very angry and
No one said that, Joey.
You know, huh?
No one said that.
Oh, you know, but I mean, I fool a lot of people. So I'm very good at what's that word I'm looking for? I'm very good at deception. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can make you think other things to make you think bad about me than I really am, you know. So I'm good at I'm just good at talking, you know. That's it.
That you are. You're the king of talking.
You know, I'm good. I'm a very good driver, believe it or not. No matter what that bitch fucking put up, you know, she picked and fucking chose and put that fucking that video together out of my video with the way she wanted it. So, you know,
what are you talking about?
I went postal on the road the other day when she sent me out to get a bag of lettuce and a tomato to prepare for the Colonel's.
I stopped watching at that point.
You know,
you went by that mafia guy.
People drive like fucking morons. You know, here we are. We're on a small side street because I cut across, and you got people coming this way. We're going this way, and no one wants to stop. Courtesy, the lead car stops, lets them come. If you get that wide enough, but they all get to where we're looking at each other. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. The guy in front of me, I'm like, you're a fucking moron. And I got this big truck, and there are three people here. I can't go nowhere around them. And I'm fucking just pissed. Then I get to the stop sign, the cop's right there. Fuck you too, motherfucker. And I kept on going. You know? Give a fuck. I just pissed this dumb shit, man. I've been driving for fucking 40 mother. I was 16 when I got my license. So how long? I'm 59, 49. Take away 6. 43 years I've been fucking driving. Let me tell you something. I got an impeccable driving record. So I can drive. I know how many accidents I've saved from happening because of other people that I'm that good at fucking getting around or fucking deviate from someone that's gonna fucking cause me to get an accident. Listen, I'm a defense driver, always have been. I know how in a snowstorm, how not to flip the car, how to turn the dynamics, to turn it with just the right amount of braking. I never panic. Never. And I've got myself out of a lot of situations because of other ignorancy. I'll tell you a time I was in Michigan. It was black ice on 94. I had a trainee training him, and I'm driving a semi. We're going to deliver all the stuff to the McDonald warehouse in Michigan. Their bag lettuce, their tomatoes, they're shredded. And we came down that hill. It was pretty steep, but you can't see that black ice. And I started to jackknife. And let me tell you something. I was like, oh, my God, we're flipping. And the guy says, oh, my God, we're going to die. I'm like, hang on, big man. And I just fucking got that fucking shifter, and I worked my magic. And all I could tell you, as we started straightening out, I started slowing down without braking too hard, and we pulled over to take a breather. Nothing happened. I managed to save the fucking semi from flipping. So I've got driving skills, always have. Who paid for the car, Grifter? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I don't know. First, let me tell you something, Johnny. Give me Halloween hand. I'm not gonna even get crazy because this is for my members. I didn't start this whole car thing. You remember that. I had nothing to do with it. But I sure the hell was going to hold someone to do it the way they were talking about it. I had nothing to do with it. Was not my angle. Didn't even ask anybody. So, again, stop fucking believing those fucking puppet orange and all those other idiots when you hear things about me, okay? That's all I can tell you. Because obviously you must be a serious grifter if you always got to bounce on me to be a grifter. So, you know what? I don't really give a fuck.
So, Juan, how are your impeccable driving skills?
Not have a good time tonight, so
we know Joey knows how to drive well. How about you, Juan? How do you handle those accidents?
Against anybody, I promise you, no problem. I got no qualms about driving or getting nervous or nothing. I don't think about panic. There ain't no time to cry and fucking freak out when you're fucking getting ready to the car's going ape shit. You got to get buckled down and fucking be smart. People brake too hard. They flip in snowstorms. Oh, my God. It's just horrible. And these people are in Tampa. They drive a little rain. They're like this because they can't handle driving in rain. It's a fact. You got 275. The minute 4 o'clock hits, it's bumper to fucking bumper. It doesn't have to be like that. It don't have to be like that because everybody drives fucking stupid.
Especially by malfunction junction.
Oh my god, man! I mean, it's unbelievable. You know?
That's the cause of your fucking van blowing up.
Yeah, probably. You know, no. I'd be honest with you. The day they picked it up, and I didn't know this. The guy goes, "Okay," because I told him, I said, "Listen, the car's paid for. It got a clear title. I can't find it. I've looked for a fucking month for this title." So the guy says, "As long as you got a registration, insurance showing that the car belongs to you, I'm okay with that. I'll make a copy of that." Okay, cool. So he sends the guy up, and he sent some foreign guy out. He was, I'm going to say, probably, he sounded Polish to me. Because, you know, I grew up in Chicago, and there are a lot of Polish people, a lot of Polish neighbors, so I know their accent. So he was real nice. He goes, "I have to check the truck now." You know, and I go, "Okay." He goes, "I go underneath now. Make sure Cadillac converter's there." So he comes out. He does an inspection. He goes back to his truck. He's on the phone. "I got bad news for you. No Cadillac converter." I said, "What are you fucking talking about? I bought this to you." He goes, "You don't believe me?" I said, "I didn't say that." I go, "It looks like it's under there." "That's not Cadillac. That's a resonator. That's the muffler. Someone sold you bad van. They put straight pipe and cut out Cadillac converter." I go, "So what does that mean?" He goes, You don't get more money. You get less. I give you $100. You want it?" And I'm like, wait a minute. Here. Let's back up here a minute. It went from $400 to $100 because they don't count it. Cadillac converter must very thing inside we need. It has very, very good, very stuff that we need. Diamonds or whatever he was fucking talking about. Whatever's in those Cadillac converter. I go, "Listen, I really go look this up." Because I'm like, I know what a Cadillac converter, but when I miss something, I look and see, is he bullshitting me? Is this guy trying to get over on me? And I'm fucking go, "Wait a minute." Now, he goes, "Here's why your problem of your van blow." He says, "Have you lost anything?" I go, "Yeah, man. It's like the power steering just gave up no matter what I put in." He goes, "Reason why? Your belt's all broken. That's why power steering don't work, you dumbass." I look under their fucking shirt up, the fucking serpentine belts are all hanging. You drove van up. Don't you know what that? You're not. I go, "Oh, fuck." So I'm scratching my head. Am I getting that old? Because I used to be on top of that shit. I'm going, holy fuck, I really did cause this van to blow up.
Oh my god.
That van ran so perfect when I bought it. That van was a good running van, man. And I took care of it. And I'm looking, what the fuck? So I'm like, man, somebody had to come last night and fucking destroy this van and steal the Cadillac. I'm looking for, is it short out of there? He goes, "Nothing. I tell you, there's pipe. Pipe goes pipe. There's nothing cut. You accuse me of stealing. You think?" I go, "Well, I did call your company 2 days ago. You took it 2 days. You sure you didn't send someone out?" He goes, "Oh, I know. I don't take this from you, bad man. Bad man, you tell me. I know steal. You want $100? I said,
Yeah,
"No, I don't take $100. All right, okay. I got much work to do." So I call his boss. I go, "Are you fucking kidding me? It goes from 4 to 100? That's our officer. You should have had a Cadillac converter." I go, "I just assumed it did. I didn't know it was fucking gone. I don't go buy a car and look to see if a Cadillac converter is there. I don't think anybody does. You know, I know it ran good for the first fucking 18 months. I mean."
And then you had no power steering because your belt's broken. You didn't even think to check.
Well, I didn't even bother to check my money. I kept pouring it kept fucking not working. At first, it was leaking out. It did have a bad leak. So at that point, it was every time I put it in, it went work. But then I started pouring in, nothing did. Why the fucking didn't? Now we're losing like a fucking truck. Sure enough, that belt must have been broken.
I remember
the serpentine
when you had to make that U-turn.
The serpentine belt, which controls everything to keep the coolant to full right, every fucking thing. So I cooked that fucking van. I cooked it. I fucking cooked it. You know, none of the gauges worked. When I bought it, none of the gauges worked. It didn't tell me if it was overheating. The speedometer didn't work. The fucking fuel gas. How many times I ran out of gas with that fucking thing? Because I had to judge. Well, I think I'm getting 12 miles a gallon. I put fucking $20 in it. I had to fucking write down to guess my fucking gas mileage. That's the fucking truth. I really fucking let myself.
Here's how it works, Joey. Here's how it works.
I know how it works, Lou.
Crackle Barrel verse. Understand this. You buy Joey see a car, it'll be broken in 3 years.
No.
He will forget to check all the belts and oil.
First of all, I don't want the Dabbleverse to buy me anything. That's number one. I never asked for a car. I was grateful that if they were gonna, like I said, if there may be somebody still working with me on something. It don't matter. I'm not. Listen, if they're in. If they're not, they're not. I still love them and respect the people that were. But they kind of, I mean, I don't care. There's a lot of missed holes in that with the way they played it, and I'm just sorry.
All right,
And maybe I'm not a comedian, so I don't understand funny, and that's fine. I went on Uncle Jack's the other day, and I told some pretty good stories. And you know what? The last 3 days is why I comment. Why can't you just tell one thing truth in your life? Since you've been this devil, go fuck yourself, man. You know what? Because how the fuck can anybody make up the fucking stories I tell that are fucking so real and I've lived it? Let me tell you something. I'm going to write this book that I started out to write fucking a couple years ago, and I'm going to have 5 chapters done. I promise you it's going to be a #1 seller when I get the person to rewrite my words. It's going to be #1 seller because I've lived a life that I should have been dead 30 years ago. You understand? And I survived.
This label says Gino Visconti, Joey C, Kim Mitchell, Joey C.
Thank you for the $2 to say.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, why am I always the villain in the bad
hand? You're entitled like stuttering John, except everyone to pay your way. No, I don't.
I don't accept. I didn't ask nobody to pay my way. But when someone say you should IRL, you'll bring in a lot of money. What are they telling me? I do everything they tell me, and then when people send me money, you guys all bitch about it. Get it through your fucking head. I promise you, if you guys had a channel and you were monetized, you'd be fucking great. They all look at today, or I watched a video today. Chad Zuma grifting. Fucking, you think B Dabber? Look at. He knows Tuki's done. He knows Tuki has to go to bed for a while because he just he's afraid people are gonna fucking get sick of him. So he putting Tuki away in the fucking closet. I don't think I'll be doing any more Tuki schedule because he knows the frame is about over. Okay, he worships fucking Melton. He thinks that's the best thing. He bought a Tesla, a fucking Tesla. Okay, he's got our business. He's got to run, so he's done. He's pretty much don't care. You think he really cares about Big Black? Big Black said it himself. 2 people have sent something to his Venmo. Are you ready? Stevie Lou and Dave Sarah. That's it. If B. Dabbler and Cardiff and OJ love Big Black and want to help him, why haven't they sent anything to him? Not $1. Broncos has sent me quite a bit of money. So Big Black is a loser. A fucking loser. Hasn't worked in 35 motherfucking years. That nigga wants me to apologize to him again. He asked me to. Fuck him. And if you think I'm prejudiced, I'm glad you do. Because you're not with me in my life every day. You could be, because I can stream everything. I give you guys a lot of shit. But you know what? I don't do it because you want to know why? Because the fucking seedy motherfuckers that make comments that are stupid, who couldn't do a fucking stream if they tried, who couldn't figure out how to turn the fucking computer on, got balls to bounce on me. It's fucking dead people that fucking talk shit about me. If I was not entertaining, why the fuck does Rocco, who's one of the most fucking popular, cover me every motherfucking week? Who brings him his fucking money? I do. By covering me. So, whatever, man. People need to start either really coming on board, or a lot of people will be disappointed when we do go through the roof. I promise you, I will be the biggest prick there is, and I don't care about your super chat. You will be banned from here. I will get a whole new audience. If you ain't on board and believe in me for real, and you want to be phony just to fucking lie, you better jump ship now. Because I tell you, 2025, Lou I, the commission, Mrs. C, we're going to make a big dent in the YouTube world. Promise you that.
This label, Canadian $2. We should crowdfund for a $1,500 Chrysler TC for you.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I don't listen. Like I said, I didn't even start this fucking thing. I'll be fine. And like I said, I don't know the donor. He did not want to tell me who he was. He just said that he's been a fan, and he says he told me I got so much heart to take the shit I take, and he still can't believe I'm still being this badly trolled. He just can't believe it. He says, and you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with all that. It's just that it's the stupid shit. I've been cool with a lot of people. And people that have been cool with me for day when I treat them with so much respect, and I interact with them and I have fun. If Melton thinks I give a shit about his piece of shit fucking show that was a fucking bad place that he picked, he was all over the place with his fucking technology. He didn't come on and appear except for his show. He hid behind stage like a coward that he is. He lies his mother. The guy doesn't speak the truth about anything. He's been grifting. I'm with Chad Zuma. Melton in the fucking comedian world is a fucking loser, a grifter who's grifted, and he gets more money for. He just is a little bit more smarter how he does it. He'll he thinks he's slick when he runs a picture on the wall or one of his dumbass games that he does, and then he'll tell you guys, "I'm gonna go and take this big trip and stream every day," and he don't give you guys shit. He laughs at you. Melton is a fucking idiot. And see, here's the thing with Melton. I went one-on-one with Melton, and I fucking got him really nervous. And that's when I wasn't seasoned, and he was fucking really good. He's got no prayer. Because I don't care about what he says on the internet, what he picks apart. He's begging people now to pay them to find dirt on me. Because he knows I'm so fucking honest. I give away everything. There's nothing hidden. He's going to lose this time. And he's going to lose the lawsuit this time. I'm going to make sure it happens. I'm going to promise you that. I won't stop. We ain't going to stop until the court says winner, 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 winner. And it's going to be a class action too. A lot of people are coming in on it. So he's done. I don't give a fuck. And you know what? I ought to bring Cheddar and John in on board on the class action suit just because he hates Melton. And I think if I tell John a lot of money involved, he'll jump on board. I got to tell him that. So just to have the name in the fucking pot.
Well, if that is the case, our percentages is more than Stuttering John. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but it always gives the people that initiated the people that they're representing.
The lawyers could take the fee out of Stuttering John's portion.
Listen, for something like this is such a dirty lawsuit. You got to be a really fucking scandalous, fucking conniving lawyer to win this. And Vince is perfect for the job. Perfect for the job. Because his law firm, I read a lot of stuff. Vince is fucking a winning lawyer and a very successful lawyer. And he fucking don't lose. That motherfucker, he's a typical fucking defense lawyer and for criminals that I don't give a fuck if you murder 10 people. I just like to know so I know how to prevent my defense in case but I'm going to get you off. That's Vince. He don't give a fuck. And like I'm not doing this to fucking help anybody. I'm doing it just to make him fucking miserable. So if John went to Vince and say, I want you to do this lawsuit and you better fucking make sure you win. If John gave that word to Vince, Vince will be fucking tomorrow filing everything. John's the key to this. Because John controls Vince, no matter what. And he will lick John's balls for anything John wants.
Okay, Joey. But if this is true, don't talk shit about Vince. We need him on our side.
Well, we're in members only. No, I'm not talking shit about Vince. I gave him props today. Vince, I complimented him. He's a great lawyer. He's very smart. And I was trying to explain to OJ, the guy, you're forgetting one element. You might call him all that. But first of all, 2 Italians should be the argument. Number 2, he's got plenty of money and he's a fucking good attorney. So no matter what, he's going to come the upper hand if it gets to that point. That's where he beats everybody.
What 2 Italians were arguing?
Huh?
What 2 Italians were arguing?
No, OJ got really heated with Vince today on B. Dabbler. Really, I never seen OJ get really that. Vince hit a nerve. Let's put it that way. And OJ got backpedaling. He goes, I never said I got a lot of people in my family. That's exactly what he said. He goes, you don't want to mess with my thing. And OJ comes from a very tough neighborhood. I mean, a very tough neighborhood. But Vince comes from one of the 5 boroughs. So Vince ain't no fucking band leader. He knows people too. So, You know what I did though yesterday? I wrote a nice email and a letter to John Gotti Jr. And I told him what Stutter and John told me one time. I'm waiting for his response. How John told me he's best buddies with John Gotti Jr. I'm waiting for his response. And I will publish that fucking response when I get it, if I get it. He just went on the air. It was a phenomenal interview. Patrick Ben Davis has been trying to get John Gotti Jr., who was really John Gotti III. His son's the 4th. His son's a professional fighter. He's been out of life 26 years. He finally opened up and talked about Sammy Gravano. Now, I heard that Pat Ben Davis paid him $1 million for the interview. And it was a phenomenal interview. You got to catch it. I'm telling you. I heard he got $1 million. Sammy only got $500,000 when he did his big interview. So, and let me tell you something. What a lot of the real mobsters have said that have podcasts today, who are all been informants and all now and then, they all said that Sammy wasn't who he says he is. He was a fucking not a tough guy. When he specifically talked about the 2 murders that shouldn't even be credited to him, that he murdered 2 people outside their life. His brother-in-law, who had nothing to do with that. He said he doubts if Paul Castellano had Sammy Gravano's brother-in-law on his radar to okay that hit, he said you could stick anything up his ass because he could guarantee you Paul had no idea who was a civilian. The other murder was Sammy murdered a 16-year-old boy by mistake because someone came and threatened him and beat him up, and he went with Louis Melito, and Louis Melito and told him that's the guy, and he went up with him and blew his brains out with a fucking shotgun. And it turned out to be an innocent kid. And he's bragging about this shit. He said Sammy Gravano murdered one person out of 33. He orchestrated, was part. He claims like he is the trigger man. He was not. He said he was a coward. Nobody liked him. And the one mistake his father made, but he always had a bag. How do I trust a guy who's never been to prison with John Gotti? He always knew that was going to be the demise of him. And he says, my father was a very good man. He was a smart man. He was a man's man. On the deathbed, when the priest came over for his last fucking 2 minutes of breath, he told him, go away. He didn't want to ask God for forgiveness. He just all the way to the end. But he made the one mistake that always in the back of his head. And the only reason Sammy Gravano got to the position was because he loved Frankie DeChico, who was his original owner boss, got blown up in the car. And Sammy was his guy. Frank DeChico swore by Sammy, but Sammy, he brought him in. Otherwise, Sammy would have never been high ranking if Frankie DeChico didn't vouch for him. I believe that. Sammy's going around with this big podcast, 77 years old, and thinks he's still the underboss. Well, John Gotti Jr. spoke out, and I'm going to tell you something. I've watched a lot of guys, and those mob guys are pretty good at lying. This guy was too rattled and too emotional. And he even said, I made a terrible boss. I couldn't be my father. My father was hardcore. I couldn't do what they did. I couldn't just go up to somebody and beat him with a pipe in the head. I had emotions. I got a family. I went to my father to I didn't know that. When he went to visit his father for that hour and 45 minute or whatever, they got 90 minute. They got a 90-minute visit. He told his father to put him on the shelf for life. And he went and fought that last indictment as a civilian, not a mob boss. And that's how he beat him. He's been on the shelf for 26 years because he asked his father to put him on the shelf. He didn't want no more to life. He said he couldn't be ruthless like his dad. He couldn't be his dad. He admitted that. But he said, Sammy ain't going to go around. So then Pat David goes, well, I thank you for being here. I do have to ask you, when can I set up the Sammy Gravano podcast with you guys going in? He says, look, Pat, I'm a lot of things, but I could never go on a podcast in the same room or be in my house at the same screen with that man. Wanted to be disrespecting my father. And the people that still respect me in the Gambino crime family, a lot of people I grew up with that I called uncle that are not blood uncle, I would be considered a rat. He goes, that'll never happen for no amount of money. He goes, I could never do that. And Pat is really pushing for this. And I think that there's no way. I don't care if he offers him $10 million, he'll do it. He won't betray his father's honor. He won't. He just what an interview, man. You guys got to watch it, man. And I've always liked Patrick Ben David. He does fucking hell. He's a hell of a podcast. I think he's better than Joe Rogan. Be honest with you. You know, he's always dressed properly. He does a great interview. The other guy, that Vlad TV guy, I like him too. Except his backgrounds and the way he does the interview are kind of a little weird. But
he's a
Patrick Ben David. He's a fucking hell of a guy. He's Armenian Syrian, I believe.
Who?
What a combination, temper wise. Woo.
Who?
Patrick Ben Davis. He's Armenian and Syrian. Yeah, what a combination that is, man. That man's got a bad temper if he ever fucking went crazy on somebody. You know, so
Vlad's Russian.
Yeah, but I just like the guy. The guy's a true professional. His whatever his company is that what he does with the podcast, they must have a lot of sponsors because he pays good money to certain people.
He pays the good money to certain people because he knows how many views it's going to generate.
Well, exactly. I mean, he paid
Vlad TV does. That's what he said.
He paid $1 million to Junior, and it became that he was at Junior's son's first professional fight, and he saw him, and then he got to talk with John, and John says, you know, you're not as bad like these other fights because John said, I don't watch podcasts. I don't watch anything what Sammy does. I don't watch what this one does about my father. But the other question was, can we talk about John L.A.? He grew up with John L.A. That was one time his best friend. And he says, you'll need a whole nother podcast if I'm going to get into John A. Light. He says, right now, John A. Light and his wife just lost their daughter, so I won't be disrespectful. I know his wife real well. I knew his daughter real well. And even though John's a piece of shit, I'm not going to comment on John A. Light because they're mourning for their child, which I understand that because my parents and us, when we mourned when my little brother got killed on a mini bike. So that's respect, man. That dude is fucking, I'll tell you what, the movies, he said that the John Travolta movie would have been a big hit. The budget, they chopped the budget with the money, and they didn't let John do a lot of things. The ending was supposed to be different. He wanted to really show how his dad was, but he said the first one with the other Gotti movie with what's his name? I can't think of his name. I forgot his name. Anyhow, the HBO one he said was outstanding, but it focused more on the Gambino family and Gotti, not so much his dad, who his father really was. Travolta, he said, played a good part. I think maybe he was disappointed when we found out Travolta was bisexual, because he didn't find out after the making of him portraying his father, which probably would have
nothing to do with it.
No, I guarantee it had a lot to do with it. When he's got a guy playing, you needed a man to play his father, and he finds out he's light in his loafers. I think that probably put a lot of damper on his take of John Travolta. You know?
No.
Oh my God, yes. These are made guys. These guys they didn't like this fruitsy stuff, man. These guys didn't play that game, man.
Joey, that movie was doomed from day one.
You were in life doing that, man.
That movie was just doomed. That had nothing to do with Travolta liking booty holes.
And somebody else. So I'm wondering if Stuttering John was the one why it failed. Because Stuttering John had a role in there writing something for that fucking movie.
Yeah, that's why it failed. That idiot wrote it.
I mean, he didn't mention no names. Maybe it was Stuttering John that fucked that movie up. That'd be interesting to find out. I hope he answers me back. I really do. I'm not saying he's gone. I took a shot to see if he will. You know, you never know. He might answer me. You know, be nice. I mean, I presented myself as the Dabbleverse fucking idiot, the Italian idiot in the Dabbleverse, and you know, I told him the whole 9 yards about me. If you look me up, which I'm probably sure you're going to do after you get the email, you know, you're going to look up my channel. I gave him everything. I said, listen, here's my prison record. Here's my everything. Here's where I grew up at. Here's the people I knew. Check everything out, and you make a decision if you give me an email back. That's all. I could thank you for your time. You know, that's all. I said a lot of nice things to him. I told him I had mad respect for him even more after his interview. His father, no doubt, was a man's man, and you know, he was, you know, and that you know, for a man to pull out the way he did, and for his family, how can you not commend a guy like that? He made the choice. He wanted to live and stay out of prison to be with his kids and his grandkids. It was a great interview. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys got to watch it. I'm telling you, don't miss it. It's a great 3.5 hour long interview.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I'm telling you, it was worth watching it. I was glued. I wouldn't even go to the bathroom, and I could stop the fucking thing because I didn't watch it live. You understand? And it just blew me away because I knew. I mean, we all know John Sr. was a man's man and was a tough guy, but he was flashy. You know, a lot of people wanted to question that maybe him being so flashy, but he said he had all the original tapes for the FBI. What was really said. He explained how the lawyer Bruce Carter came into the picture, and he said that when he was a good showmanship, when he got on the one trial for John that John got beat, you know how he came with the indictment, the RICO Act indictments of pages long, and he threw it in the garbage. It was like bad wine sauce being sprayed on. He said the guy was phenomenal. When his dad saw him that first time, he kept him the rest of all those trials. Except he was ordered off the last trial because they tied him to having corruption and being a mob lawyer. So the judge bounced him. He couldn't represent John Gotti in the last trial. So he was banned from being his lawyer. So, which I think would have been the difference. I think they knew their government was desperate. They're always desperate. They're always looking to fucking lie. You know, nobody's got a shot with the government because they legally can lie about anybody. No repercussions. They can make up stuff. They can bring cops on the line and stand. No, they're federally immune from any story and any lie they do. They could bury you with lies. And that's what they do when they can't get a gangster. They just keep sleeping on it, who keeps winning. They're going to come back with a case, and you got to be a good defense lawyer to pick that shit apart and prove that they're lying. But it doesn't matter. They're immune from it. So it's a no-win situation if you get busted by the federal government. It's just a no-win situation.
Bada bing.
You know, I heard might be rewriting the RICO Act law. Someone's pushing for that to rewrite some things. He doubts it'll ever get approved, but someone is trying to do it. You know, to be not so devastating to the people that they're putting the RICO laws on. You know, give them a half a chance to be more fair. You know what I'm saying? I doubt.
So your take on this, Spider?
Huh? Yeah.
Spider, say something.
Spider? Oh, Spider! Oh boy, he's frozen. Hello, Kamish. Hello. Maybe we put his channel up. Maybe we got to put his channel up to hear him talk. Spider, you there? Kamish? Yep.
Spider,
are you sleeping? Nope.
No, I'm here.
Were you nodding? Or you sleep with your eyes open or something? Jesus.
No, I'm awake. I'm
You
awake.
care to show any videos? You want to show any of your great work you did this week? Luke could pull it up for you. Give the members a really
sorry.
good. You can do a break by break of what you really, how you did it, and what your thought process was. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, Pineapple said he was watching another podcast.
That's funny.
Spider was watching another movie.
How do we get to your page again? Luke, and
That's
pull up
funny.
his last two. Let's showcase his last two and let him pick it apart. Let him give us a breakdown of his last two streams or whatever he did if he just put a video up. I thought it was phenomenal. I was blown away to see him come out of his shell like that. You know?
Oh, here's his latest one he did.
He does. He's really impressed me. He really did.
And
And you guys should all support him and go over there. Let's make him have a lot of you. Here it is. And you break it down. Let's break it down after we play it. Spider, you got to have the ship for a while and tell us
You're
your
a
thought.
mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay, we're gonna get copyright striked.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Where'd you get that music from? Because you could do your shorts, you can get away with it. You can't get away with, you can put almost anything in a short. They don't copyright it.
Bullshit.
I've had some stuff that I took off that pure music.
That was in a short. You can add music.
That's what I know. That's what I thought. It's not. That's not an original. That's someone that they're probably on the approved list. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Well, let's not play the one with the music. Go back to the one where he made statements. Find the ones where he made statements in his thought process of Catalano TV. Exactly. Everybody loves Spider. Spider is the guy that you do love. I mean, let me put it. They went from starting to bust Spider Ball when they met him. They couldn't. How could you not? Look at that face. Why would you want to hurt him? You don't want to hurt nobody. I mean, that was the whole idea. Bringing him in to have
Before
fun.
we go to Spider's next video,
Yeah, go ahead.
let's highlight Doofy Boy here.
Who's that?
Joey might have betrayed me, but I'll always love the Spider. How about, did you ever think maybe you're the one who created the betrayal?
I caught hell, Lou. I caught hell.
Like, do you not hold yourself responsible for the bullshit you have done? Think about that one, Slapstick.
Yeah, I have never heard anybody say bad. Melton did rip him apart early stages because of us when he first saw him, and he ripped Lou apart when he first saw Lou earlier when Lou was on the first time. I don't think he talked about Kai so much. I don't think he really ripped on Kai.
How could you? Let's be honest. Kai was just an avatar.
Right, but he didn't really. But he first saw Spider, he was very interested. When he saw Lou, he was really interested. So
of course, because
everyone has to go. The old shit he already did.
He's missing a tooth. Oh shit!
Oh, by the way, before we go to this video, now I'm waiting on getting the Lou to give me that smile picture so I can put it on a mug. But I put a new coffee mug in with my original arrest warrant is on the mug. The original arrest warrant is on. You get word for word on arrest warrant
picture.
Just so you guys know. Here's a lot of my documentation from the government. So here's my indictments. I mean, a lot of stuff is going on. I got my original arrest warrant. Where did I put the arrest warrant? I put it somewhere. In this pile that maybe if I did it, it's here somewhere. Oh, this is nice one. Oh yeah, I decided to put my hat in to the mayoral race in Chicago. I'm running for mayor of Chicago. Here is all the things I have to do to enter my name and what I have to do to register to be the new mayor of Chicago. They need a guy that's purebred Chicagoan who knows the streets, who knows how to really get rid of all the crime. I got great ideas to pitch that when I get on the ballot. And if I get elected, I'll be going to be the new Chicago mayor, and I'm going to clean up crime, and nobody's going to be taking over that city again. We're getting the city back. I have to do it in the interest of my family. I'm the perfect man for that job. And here I got all the stuff for the guide for candidacy to elect office in the city of Chicago but it was 2023, but I couldn't find the 24, but it's close, you know what I'm saying? So that's my announcement there. Go ahead. I'm gonna put my name and see if I get on the ballot.
You don't even live in Chicago. You haven't.
I did though. I was born there and I would live there for 34 years.
And you haven't been there for 30 years.
24. And they took
Okay.
the city over.
Before we play this video,
Cholino with the member for 3 months.
Hey, Mayor Joey C, thank you.
Fuck
I used to be called mayor of Maywood Park when I was 18. The backstretch. I had more phone calls into the guards shack than anybody ever in the history of being a horseman.
Here's your first test. How the fuck did you stop all the killing in Chicago?
You make an elite team of like not Navy SEALs, but what's those guys that the Green Beret kind of type op group. and you go and you take out every gang leader in Chicago. You just drop them. You drop them. You take out the boss.
So you're
They
going
all
to create a
crumble and
power
run.
vacuum.
You have to take out the enemy.
Jesus Christ.
You
that
can't
ain't
put them
gonna
in court in jail. They
Okay.
bribe, you pay, and they get out of it. You got to just
Okay.
kill them. It's time. Take back the city. It's business. You kill every gang leader there is in Chicago. No,
Yeah,
no
you know
talking.
what?
No, you go and you set your squad and you kill them.
We're going to do this one. We're going to go hire Batman to dress up. He's a
I'm
billionaire.
telling you how what's got to be done to take back the city. It's
And
time
that
for a
won't
real war.
work. That won't work.
I'm telling you, it will be effective and it will work.
It won't work. But for
They'll
that, we'll
think
play
twice of
Spider's newest
going on the
movie.
street to shoot cops. They'll be thinking about killing innocent people and just
So
selling their
I
drugs in
came
the corner
back here to
and
make a
trafficking
statement.
human trafficking. They'll
And
think
this
twice.
statement's going to be real.
The
It's
commissioner's
going to be
making a
true. So listen up and listen up carefully. OJ, Cardiff, whoever else is sitting there running their chops, saying I'm going to part ways with Caroline TV and go for my own. Let's make this simple. Let's make this clear. I am not parting ways, okay? Caroline TV is always going to be my home. Will always be the home of my channel where I do all my main podcasting. Of course, just because I'm building my YouTube page doesn't mean I'm leaving to go for my own. Not happening, okay? I will stay with Caroline TV. That's where I'm going to stay. Okay? I'm building my own channel because I want to build my channel as well. But doesn't mean I'm parting ways. Because I'm not. Doesn't matter if I'm on Caroline TV with them or Caroline TV comes to my channel and they're part of mine. Because we are a family. We stick together and that is how it's going to work. Okay? My channel I want to build.
I need my wrench back.
It's going to be built without chaos, okay? Chaos free on my channel. That's what I'm building. Make my channel more as a game channel show. Go in there, we talk. Outside this Dabbleverse world, that's what my channel is going to be, okay? Not for all this chaos that's caused in this Dabbleverse. So, Orange, OJ, whoever else is making the statement that I'm leaving, I'm not leaving, okay? So there you go. So keep my name out your mouths, you fucks, okay?
Now,
I thought we was cool.
I hear the kids screaming.
I'm asking you nicely. Could run your mouth saying I'm leaving because I'm not. That's all I got to say, okay? Caroline TV. That's where you find me at. Okay? So I'm asking everyone, please, 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 quit thinking that I'm leaving or parting ways because I'm not. Much love, Caroline TV. Please hit the like and subscribe, okay? Everyone knows, okay? And then, guys, also, much love. Like I said, my channel is going to build something new coming out pretty soon. I need more subscribers, more likes also as well. Got that? OJ, Cardiff, I'm not parting ways for the last fucking time. Quit running y'all's mouth saying I am, okay? That's all I got to say. Much love.
Now break it down, Spider. We need a breakdown of that. Great. That was awesome. So now you're got the floor. Break it down for everybody.
You know, I just said what I had to say.
I mean,
Had
what
to
was your
make it
thought
clear,
process?
you know.
Was that 100% from your heart, and you just wanted to be clear? Because is it because you just want people to know that you're a loyal person and you're with family and you don't betray family? I mean, I thought that was powerful. I mean, I've known you a long time, and let me tell you something. Sometimes you got me talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I've always loved you like you're my own flesh and blood. And I'll tell you what.
I get it now.
What?
The whole talking to yourself part.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I always scratch my head and talk to myself, but but that's family. Family sometimes aggravates you, But I never got mad at him. I never really could be mad at him. But that was just beautiful. I mean, it just shows me that's worth more than anybody saying here's $1 million. That little thing he did. You know what I'm saying? It really is. That people think I'm all about fucking money, and I'm not.
$1 million.
I don't sell family out. That to me, loyalty is everything to me, man.
I'm gonna take the $1 million and still associate.
What am I gonna do with the $1 million? Well, I'm gonna give it away to everybody anyhow. So I'm gonna be broken for the fucking 24 hours anyhow. Here's you go to my daughter. Here you go to my other daughter. Go to my son. Here go Lou. Here's something for Lou. Here's something for this one. I'm gonna give it all away anyhow. You know.
I know where you're gonna go with $1 million.
Yeah, right. No, I don't think so. No, but that's just me. I guarantee you, I give half of it away in a week. I guarantee you.
Probably
Guarantee it.
You'll give some away, but I know where.
Buy my mother a house. I'll go buy my mother a house. I guarantee you.
Well, depending where you buying her house in Chicago,
I would buy a house for me, a nice little small house for me. I really would for my wife and I. I'd be happy with that. And I won't buy a new car, but I would buy probably a 2020 car. I would make sure it'd be black leather, black. I like this towel. I really do a lot. So I would probably go with something like that. That's it. And the rest I'd give away. I don't care. You know, I really don't. I might save a little taste to do a little vacation. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely spread it out through the family. That's just me, you know. And I would help the strangers. I'd probably go on the street and give money to people that really need to be from being homeless. I would do a lot of good with it, man. I know I would. So I'm not worried about that. Because you know why? I never respected money, and I've blown so much money on the most dumbest things in my life. Boom, boom. So it's not gonna be no problem to give it to somebody that could use it versus me going to the fuck casino and I'm never gonna go back to drugs and the casino. I'm over that shit. I used to enjoy gambling, you know, for years, but I get cringe if I got to go spend $1 too much on something. I'm like, holy shit, I can't do that. You know, I get like, fuck that, I ain't paying that. And I never thought I'd be like that. I'm conscious now about money, and I'm like, oh no. And my grandfather told me this day would come. It would come, you know. So it is. I will share the wealth. So Spider, that was beautiful, or Commissioner, and you are the only person that can be the commissioner of Catalan TV. There's no doubt about that. And I know that I questioned you in the past about where do you come up with these names, and I find out you're very creative on the names. A lot of them you thought up yourself. I always knew you were a hard worker and a good soul. You know how to love. You know how to treat women. You know how to open doors. You know how to be classy. You know how to wear suits. You know how to go to church. I never thought you had this much creativity buried down in that brain of yours. And you know what? People need to see this, Spider. Listen to me. People need to see your creativity because you're gold. You. There's times you speak better than me. There's times that your timing. People need to see this. You will be a star. I always said I wanted to make you a star. It was all about you and my wife, which she's got the gold too. She's a podcaster. She knows how to lean into things. She knows how to fucking make it funny. You guys together. I just want you guys to fucking really come up with something because me, I don't care. I told you, eventually I'm going to step out of this shit because I'm already fucking done. You know what I'm saying? I've proven everything I can do. I don't know how much farther I could take myself up the ladder as far as making more fans and maybe make a little more consistent money. It don't matter. I'm getting old and I want to enjoy the rest of my golden years the best I can. And this shit, as much as I love it, it brings my blood pressure up to a point because I can't help that. You know, it's not that if I'm just taking it seriously, if I just yell at a certain volume for a little length of time, trust me, it takes me 6 hours to come down back to where I was earlier in the day. It's not good for me. And I got to be smarter. That's all. So I am so proud of you. That's all I'm going to say. And you guys, please go support him. And I tell you, we could probably get him monetized on his own channel. And that, like he said, he'll never leave us. We want to go over on his channel. This is what it's about. You know, I just want to make sure nobody fucking turns and then starts fucking trolling him because he's on his own and think they can take advantage of him. I will never let that happen. Even if I'm on the screen or not, I've always tried to protect him because he saw what they did to me. He saw what they could do to people. And most people, a couple people that tried, they backed off of him. But what are they going to do when he's on his own and he's starting to do it? Are they going to fucking be jerk off to him? That's what I'm afraid of. That's the only fear I have for him. So he wouldn't deserve one bit of that. So
you get your live button yet?
Huh? Actually, yesterday I could have went live because it actually kicked in. I guess I had to wait 48 hours for the thing to kick in.
Let's pick a day next week and we'll help the Spider with his first live stream on his channel.
I'm down.
All right, let's do that.
He just has to set it up on Streamyard.
We'll set it up where we can stream off of that channel so we can get the people to watch him. You know what I'm saying? More people to watch him, to just get it out there. We'll get it out everywhere. We'll put it up on Twitter. We'll keep putting it up on the day we do it. You know, he can make but let's do it. Then once we show him, because here, this is simple. It's really simple. We know he's got intelligence, so we know we can do it. Juan's just gotta study things and learn things his way. that's good. People can't. I don't like people come and tell me, well, you should do it this way. I don't like it, but sometimes I get a lot of good advice and I do take it. But he's the same way. He wants to do things at his own pace. And you know what? So what if it took 18 months for him to come out of his shell? Look at what he's brought just in a little short time. He's brought it. So that's what I said. Everybody said he was going to be a star, and I just wish it wasn't a different part of YouTube. He don't have to get sucked in this Dabbleverse, man. But I think he'll be all right because I think a lot of people do generally love him. So just I tell you what, you can love him 100,000 times more than me. I would be the happiest guy in the world. I really mean that. So Juan's not a controversial guy. He don't like to get arguments. He don't like to get in fights. He don't like to talk bad about people. He don't. He will if you really go after his family. He will change his person. Let me tell you something. I've never met a human being that loves a mother as much as I've ever seen someone love a mother, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This man here that is before us loves his family, and we all have had ups and downs in our life. And for him, what some of the things he grew up with, to never want to do drugs and be clean and just live his life the best he can. He doesn't let things rattle him when someone kicks him in the teeth and he's in trouble. Like the incident when he had to be homeless for a couple. He just don't shut down. I got to stick with my mother. I can stick with my brothers, and they are a good family. They figure it out. He's good. He's pure gold. And I tell you, he's been with me since 2013, and I hope he's with me, and I hope I'm with him for 20 more years. And I hope when I do go, that by the time I go, all my children, even though he's not my brother, are very successful. That's all I want. So, that's it.
And I'll tell you what, we almost had to jump out the car earlier today to mess someone up.
What happened? They messing with you guys?
Well, we was in the parking lot down at the store. I don't know how many times we gotta tell these guys, no, we don't got no money, man. Look, 1, 2, 3 spots is hiring, man. Go get a job.
Exactly. I mean,
he kept going, the cars bugging and say, yo, get away from our vehicles, man. We done told you how many times. He's in the middle of the main street bumming for money.
Well, crime's up this month because people that are working are going to rob people to take their money so they can have for Christmas. So you got to really get your guard up because this is when a lot of crimes happen. Unfortunately, in today's society, people go in to break into a rich house and steal all the Christmas presents and all the jewelry and the money that's in the house. But if someone comes down them stairs, they're killing them and they die for senseless stuff. It's sad. You don't have to go. There's so many ways to fucking make money if you got to be a criminal without harming people. Without physically putting someone to make them dead or beat them up and put them in a hospital. There's so many ways if you just be a smart criminal. And I'm not saying being a criminal is the right thing to do, but unfortunately, there are criminals out there, but some of them are just dumb as a box of rocks. They don't do things right.
Indubitably.
It's just a fact. I think the greatest compliment the Italian mafia got that they were professional gangsters, that they didn't make mistakes like that with civilians or police or they didn't go just hurt some idiot, rob them. They were smart. That's why a lot of them never got caught for when they did hard crimes. They got put away for tax evasion and fucking shit like that because that's all they can get them on because they were smart. And they never hurt civilians. It was always within the family. So, to say a lot about Italians, but Italian
I'll give you two.
Huh?
I'll give you 2 ways to be a smart criminal. A, don't take a car with a computer in it. So buy an old school car.
Right.
And B, don't take your fucking cell phone.
That's right. You should have a cell phone if you're a criminal. You shouldn't even have one. You really shouldn't. Because the tracking device is going to pinpoint you. If you're known as let's say a 2-story man, and they got a lot of burglaries, and they ping you, they're going to go right to the computer. Who's the known 2-story man? And they're going to go, where was he at? And listen. Right now, it's very hard to be a criminal because everybody's got a camera phone and there's cameras all over the world. So it's very hard. But I listened to John Poe, and he was 28 years on the police department, retired chief. He said he's met a lot of dumb criminals that just are stupid, but the ones that were smart, that rarely got caught, he said they were smart. They were very smart. They very rarely make mistakes. And you'd lose right. Remember,
this day and age, I can't speak for the UK, but pretty much every street corner nowadays has a fucking camera.
Everything.
And then secondly, the newer generation of cars have built-in
Everything.
GPS to them, so they're pinging you off of that.
Yeah. Don't do a rent a car. Don't use the credit card if you're going to be going to fucking go to the stores and buy with credit cards that have a pattern. Don't order online. You just there's so many mistakes criminals make. Oh, you don't be a drug dealer and have no driver's license and drive a car with friction plates, no insurance, and when you get pulled up, you wonder why they search the car and catch little kilos in the trunk because you're stupid when you do that shit. Because you're not a dealer, you're an addict that sells to fucking make money to support his habit. That's a fact. People are dumb. Yes, honey, yes, I'm sorry. I've had so many idiots that I knew that, man, someone, you hear what's his name got busted? What happened? Oh, he got pulled over, man. They searched the car. Well, why? He had no license, suspended. He had no insurance and friction. Well, you want my answer? The guy's a moron. Why would you go out and meet your dealer to kick up how many kilos of shit you're going to get to put in the trunk if you ain't got a driver's license and no insurance, friction plate? What are you saying? Come get me? And then they cry and say, well, fuck the cops. They busted me.
No shit, stupid.
You're the dumbest fucking criminal in the world or the dumbest drug dealer in the world. Get insurance on your car. Don't buy a fucking muscle car. Buy a nice car that's an average family man car. Don't be flashy. Don't go out on the corner with all your jewelry and make everybody know you're the fucking boss.
Oh, here's another one for you, Pineapple. If you want to sell drugs, don't sell drugs out of your house.
Exactly. That's rule number one. Don't get hot.
Don't shit where you sleep. Well, shit in
Never
your toilet,
shipping.
but you know the expression. Don't shit where you sleep.
I almost feel like the Polish guy. You want me to tell you that I'm lying?
Come on, man. It's just common sense with some of this shit.
I feel like a jackass. I didn't use no common sense on that van. I'll tell you that.
Oh, no. You just... Yo, that was the best laugh I've had all day.
Oh, it's so true. He goes, oh, you don't believe me? I'm like, no, man. This guy's a monster, dude. I'm looking at him. No, I didn't say I didn't believe you. I'm just saying it's hard to believe I bought it. But I'm like, well, let me think.
Pineapple, to your question, if you are a decent enough drug dealer, you're making enough money to where you can have a trap house.
Trap house. Called trap houses.
So the trap house is where you do your work from.
Here, you should never connect A and B. You should never be around with money and drugs together. That's number one. Never get money the day you're giving drug. Have a system like the old days. Money was exchanged. Deliveries were later on down the road. You don't use yourself. You don't use anybody that's working with you. You hire outside couriers that are known to do this type of work. You be smart. You've got money, drugs, and caught with money and drugs in Florida, you're done. Yep. If they get the money with the drugs, it's over. You got to be smart. You never use your own house. You should go home at night, especially if you're a family man. Never tell nobody where you live. Never tell even your partners where you live. Because you want to go home and lay your head down and your family's safe. You don't want the feds coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning, kicking the doors with the helicopters. You just don't. Yeah.
That's enough drug talk for today, boys and girls.
Exactly. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm just saying. I know a lot of guys that are in prison because they were stupid and they were career criminals. You weren't going to change them from being a criminal, but they were dumb. So it is what it is. Some people have to be criminals. Some people that's their life. But
hey, do you got Poe tonight?
No, I haven't had Poe for 3 weeks, and then he brought me last week, and then I guess Clearwater Chad is off doing his union stuff. I said, what? The trio broke up? He goes, no. He goes, he's been sick. John's been sick. He said that not Pineapple. Clearwater Chad, I think is going to be off for a while because he's doing his stuff with his union. And I said, well, just let me know when we're back in action. So I don't know, unless he got sick of the Dabbleverse about the Saturday one. But he's been running stuff differently every day, back like he used to do. But he's stopping really well, and because I was sick and I missed a couple weeks, and the Chad, he's just waiting for all of us to be back where we got, we were in sync to do it. And I said, just let me know, because I asked him if we're honestly done. Maybe the racist thing really spooked him. I don't know. I asked him honestly. Be honest with me. I'm if you got spooked about it, I know you're a good guy, and if I offended you and you didn't want that project, just tell me. I mean, if I messed up with that, he said no, not at all. So all right, so I gotta believe him. He's just not. I guess he's just not there to do the stream right now with the three of us because we're not in sync again. So me being out, Chad being out, so I'll wait for him to say if we're gonna do it. I reach out every couple of days to see, and he answered me back right away. So
Mason, I think Kahuna will be back in January. Because I believe he left for Hawaii, and he'll be in Hawaii for the next 2 weeks. And then
Kahuna, yeah, he does his annual Hawaii trip. That's where he got married. It's his
No,
it's his anniversary.
I think what Mason is confirmed is he missed Kahuna being on the show.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
that too, but I'll get Kahuna back on when he comes back in January.
Right, I mentioned that.
He'll talk some Yellowstone and some
No,
land.
actually, Lou, me and Mrs. C been talking to Kahuna. There's some work.
Yeah, they have been. Very possible chance.
I
To be
only get Kahuna in on a morning show when Joey's playing hooky.
Listen,
You can
I like
ask
Kahuna always have, but
for your little night shindig. I'm not taking him away from that.
But let's remember this: Kahuna started out.
If I really wanted Kahuna, I can get Kahuna on the morning show.
But here's the thing: originally, Kahuna wasn't to be my morning show. He wasn't supposed to do anything with me. He was with them when he first came on board. That's where he started being the third seat. And then people liked him, and I invited him to do a morning show. I should have done that. I shouldn't have mixed apples and oranges, being with my personality and my anger. I should have never done that. It would have never. The three would have grew a lot. He originally was the hiring of him to bring him over was to be with Commissioner and Mr. C doing he was the third wheel on the Alpha Shot Lounge originally, and I screwed it up by making the morning show.
There's no fighting, Pineapple. There's no fighting.
You know that my personality probably is gonna clash with his, and it did. I take full responsibility. Not a lot of people can work with me. No. You know, not only lose my friend.
There's some days I want to strangle you.
But we have the exact same personality, except he's a little bit more angrier than me. That's it. But we are the same all the way cutting through. So we know we know each other when we're at that level, exactly what we're going through. So that's why we work well together. You see, that's why I couldn't take another part. I got someone that's identical to me in a lot of aspects that I'm okay because I don't have to argue with him.
FYI, Joey, I'm your puppet master. No. Everything I pull, I'm pulling your strings, Joey.
Oh. You know, Lou's respectful. He goes, "This is your channel, boss." You know, I go, "No, Lou, I understand that, but the morning show is ours. I don't say it's mine and you're my. It's ours, Lou. It's ours. Yes, it's my channel. Catalan name is my name.
Shit. I follow your lead.
Partner. You know, that's the way it is.
If you're not available and I can't find no one, hey, I'm glad to take the day off.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't leave in the box like that an hour before the show. I've done it a couple times, or I've overslept a couple times, you know. But when I was the show, when I overslept, you know, he knew. I rang the shit out of phone. He knew I was.
I don't have to call Joey boss, but it's just sometimes I just acknowledge him that way. At the end of the day, he's the boss of the channel. I respect his word on the channel. Hence why I haven't said the N word. I mean, he's been letting it fly. Oh, I've been wanting to let it fly on a few of you bitch ass motherfuckers, but I've held my tongue. Right.
And you got to understand, Lou has really cared enough to understand. I don't want to lose your channel. I can because when I get angry, he don't think like me. So then you go to the next day and you're like, fuck, I fucked up. I've done that too. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But Lou is so respectful to that matter. And listen, I couldn't ask for a better partner. I really can't, because he understands. And like I keep saying, to know someone, to physically meet somebody, to stream with them and know they're a phone call away, a 10, 15-minute ride away to hook up with them. That goes a long way. It makes the teams more stronger. I mean, I podcast a lot of people. How many people have I podcast I don't even know and I really met? You know what I'm saying? Or shows that I done.
I think that part right there, not the whole Kai being in another state, I didn't mind that. It was more of the fact that he didn't trust me enough behind the scenes to ever show me his identity.
Right.
I think that, and it just rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
I know it did. I know you're upset.
The chemistry just broke. And you just got to have that. The camaraderie just wasn't there enough to keep the show going. Like, yo,
I'm glad he loved me enough.
Your partner, if you're my partner and I'm your partner, when we're behind stage, yo, it's not but a second to fucking just turn on your camera.
I understand.
I'm not gonna fucking take a picture of you.
Right.
I respect the fact that your identity is hidden because you respect your business.
And that's what it is. The man is very concerned about his business. So I respect that. I really do. But I think Lou understands the same. The chemistry gets better when you know somebody. You could go, I'm coming over for lunch, or I'm going to pick you up. Let's go out.
Sorry, Mason, but Steel Toe didn't punk me. Yeah, Steel Toe a bitch. No one punks me.
Steel
Don't
Toe,
let this
I thought.
internet game twist it, dog.
Do you agree, Lou? I think Steel Toe really brought a pretty funny bit when he came on. I thought he was.
Yeah, we had fun with
I
it.
thought it was fun. I thought he really handled it graciously. He was hard, but then he was at the end. He was like, guys, just so you know, this is all fun and games.
Luke!
The guy was a gentleman. What's up, my guy, Luca? What's up, Luca? Another great guy. He's helped us channel out a lot too. He's been very kind to us. So, and there's just I've watched a lot of people get teared up in this Dabverse with a lot of hate. And that's fine. But you got to admit, people, you got to seriously admit, there's ball busting. If everybody preaches to me, it's just ball busting. Don't take it away. But there's a lot of cruel people that go to places they shouldn't go. I mean, let's all agree on that. There are places people shouldn't go. And they do because they know they can get away with it or they don't care. And you got to have some kind of, I mean, if you don't respect women, you really shouldn't be going on a show with a guy like me or being in the chat because I'm going to fucking chew your ass up because if you don't respect anybody, you don't respect your own mother. And that's just the way I feel, man.
Look, man, there's two things in life you don't fuck with.
Yeah.
A man's woman, his children, that's the two. And then the other one would be if you lost someone.
Right.
You don't fucking touch on that subject because that's a fuck you up offense.
It really is. And that's why when Turbs finally made sense to me, that day that Turbs said, out of everything that I dislike about you, out of everything I tried to give you advice to, the one thing that it really disappoints me, even he goes, I don't know if you're really a good guy. From what I've seen, there's a lot of holes there, but I'm about the truth. He said, but how can you fucking go shake fucking Melton's hand for what he did to your family? How can you do it as a man? And I let Mason talk me in that everything was bygone, and Melton still shit on me right after that event. And I fucking trusted somebody who I still like and I still probably trust, but Melton is scum.
What was it, about 3 weeks ago when Steel Toe came on the show?
Probably about 3 weeks ago. I thought it was a great appearance. I mean, I didn't know, it was a last minute thing when we sent him late. I thought it was good. He did a good, it was funny.
The race thing, I honestly would say that's on the individual to defend himself. Like I said, I heard the clip. Do I agree with what Joey said? No, but that's his opinion. Big Black, he may be from a certain part of the Bronx, but he obviously walks with his head on a swivel because he ain't got many friends where he's at. I can tell you that much.
Hey, there's articles back in the day, we found that said that he talks white and he is more. He tried. It was in articles from 25 years ago. The man ain't worked in 35 years and he clowns on everything. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Baby, I don't want to wake the baby up. He clowns and he lies and and listen, he said it himself today. Oh, I wish more people would send me money to my Venmo. Only so far, Dave Sarah and Stevie Lou sent me money. Probably whatever.
What is he doing? What is he doing
to get people
to send him money?
B Dabbler puts up there, but if Rocco really cared about him, why didn't Rocco send him money and give him money when he's defending Rocco and Tukey and call me out when they don't give a rat's ass about. I sincerely invited him to this channel. And when he came back with some hard shit on me, I go, what the fuck? I thought this guy was better than this. Fuck him. He wants to pick apart. Today, I think I got the edge over him because he's a piece of shit.
He thinks his little appearance on fucking Howard Stern makes him. No, it don't.
He apparently 25 years ago, the same way that I would have, kind of Artie and him had a falling out where he demanded an apology with Artie. So the guy's a fucking loser.
You're right.
And Lou's right. He ain't got too many friends where he grew up in the Bronx. I promise you, anybody from the street probably picked on him, beat him up, or tell him to go away because he's fucking, they don't like his kind. I'm telling you, I'm not wrong about this. I really am.
Like, don't get me wrong. How you grow up is how you grow up. How you speak is how you speak. You want to be educated, be educated.
That's right. That's all good things.
There's nothing wrong with that. But don't come out and sit there and say, oh, this and that and that and this. And in reality, you ain't about that.
Right. You're not. I mean, like I said, I at my age, when I do a lot of screaming, listen, I'm a firm believer. You can't be a tough guy if you never fought a day in life at 50 years old. You can't come out of Gilead. But I have fought since I was a little boy. And yes, I'm slower, bad heart, fatter, not as quick on my feet. But at the bottom line, I still know how to fight and I know how to defend myself. Whether I win or lose, I'm not going to let nobody get the drop on me too good. I'm going to get my stuff into whether they beat my ass or not. I have the experience that that a lot of people don't have. And the thing is, there's nobody in this world going to go, let's go and put boxing gloves on like John want. Because most fighting is sucker punches or someone cracking someone in the skull with a freaking pipe or something or a bottle. Most fights are like that. It's over with. Or they get that great left hooking like Pat Dixon did on Gino, and he just he knows how to fight, and timing was everything. Nobody sits down and say, let's go to the parking lot, fight fair and square. That's not reality. It's not reality. You look for your moment, and the guy's running his mouth, you take him out as fast as you can. And if a big guy gets a hold of a little guy, it's all over. But a little guy will dance in and out of a fucking big guy, wear his ass out, fucking go for the kneecaps and the throat. It's over with. Big guys are easiest people to beat. Trust me when I tell you. I've been in a lot of fights with big guys. They're the easiest guy to knock down. But if they get a hold of you, like Lou said, don't get behind in my range. It's all over. But it's a lot harder for a bigger guy. Most bouncers in clubs, they're not tough. They only hire them because they look tough. Trust me when I tell you. I've been in a lot of bar fights and a lot of fights where bouncers jumped off, and a lot of them can't fight.
I don't
pull
like
out a weapon or a gun.
But people get canceled for saying less than what Joey did.
Exactly.
You know what? I heard this saying. You can't cancel someone you don't pay for.
That's right. It's stupid. And the threats I'm getting now, you're a fucking piece. Let's get this piece. If I'm such a piece of shit, why do you even pay attention to me?
Exactly.
Why do you guys pay attention to me?
Look, I'm going to say this real simple. I've changed my name multiple times as far as my handle on the YouTube side of things.
Of course.
Look up Lou the God. You won't find anything on him. A chatter gave me the name. I ran with it. I liked it. So I've used it. I don't stream on my channel because I am not a streamer to that extent. I've done a lot of my work with other people, hence the Joeys, the Jims, other channels that I won't name because they're not in that no more. But that's where I've done a lot of things.
Right.
I didn't come into this Babbleverse. I'm only in it because of you, Joe.
Right. That's true.
I'd rather talk movies, sports, and TV shows, and some video games.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
my preference. I do this with you.
Right. 100%.
I talk about the shit you talk about because that's where the conversation leads.
Right.
But I would prefer if your ass would finally watch the fucking first 5 episodes of Landman.
I know you. I'm getting there. It's on the list.
Yeah, it's
and I will. I promise you.
He'll get there, Spider, when the show's already done with the season.
Another thing I point out to Big Black today, I got over 1,100 live streams. Whether they were successful, and there was a lot of them that are good. There's a lot of gold in a lot of my stuff. But I struggled. I was all over the place. I didn't plan things. But I always entertained. Big Black ain't got zero. And him to bounce on me and the other people that strictly stick with the story, I'm garbage. I bring nothing to the table. Please, I'm going to stop watching if you don't stop the Joey C. And then he goes, yeah, no more Joey C. And then they were laughing in the background. They will never get off of me. As long as I'm streaming and giving them content, they will. He makes a lot. If you go back and look at every El Horrible show, count the super tips and the super chats with my name in it. I mean, seriously, I'm telling you, they're going to go where the money brings in. I'm telling you. And whether I'm liked or whether I got no comedic talent. I'm not a professional podcaster. Now I consider myself a pro, but I'm not that good, but I've gotten better. I can do this. I can go toe to toe with anybody on a podcast. I really could. And when I'm calm on somebody, then I'm just talking my stories, and I'm calm. Believe my stories because I would never lie. No human being can make up the shit that I fucking have been through. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible. I've got a lot of good stories that are entertaining, but because it's in the wrong place, the Dabbleverse, people want to hear about how many times you jack off a day, how much time you make white, how many times, oh my God, Tukey got me off. That's all they care about. And to me, if that's what they really fucking care about, then I'm in a sick fucking place that I wish that God would just release me from here. I'm being honest.
Well, Joe, you want to be released, just fucking change your fucking audience.
Pegging me again. Please get out of the Dabbleverse. You're so much fucking better than this. Please. I've always had my faith in you. It kills me not that I haven't been talking with you.
Joey, question. Have you got an erection yet?
I never. I got one the other day for the first time, and that wasn't because it is. Because once I talk about it's just that.
My God! And finally, the pill gave up on him. The pill finally gave up.
I'm just saying, it's sick to sit there and brag about. It's just. I don't find humor in it, and maybe that the people that do, okay, that's their life. That's fine. I just don't. I just, to me, it's sick to talk about how you're getting off on
something. Bill wants to know how many times have you jacked off in one day.
No, I don't. I haven't done that in a long time, man. I don't have to. I got someone that I really don't. It's at me whenever I want it. I don't have to do that. And plus, you don't enjoy it that much when you're older. If you got somebody that loves you, what's the sense of going and wasting that? It's hard enough at my age to even have what's that where you the count, the sperm count is good, and it's hard because you got to keep your body healthy. So I don't need to go do that and do stuff like that privately. I got a wife that loves me, and I love her. I don't have to go satisfy myself. If you got people in the house or grandkids, I don't need to do that shit. That's disgusting, man. It's disgusting.
When you got the grandkids around.
When in my 20s, it was different. When I was balling and going here and going to clubs, it was a whole different ballgame. I'm 59 years old. I got no desire to have to whack my meat, man. I don't have to. I'm blessed.
Kahuna
I don't have
out of town. Kahuna's in
Hawaii.
Kahuna is not streaming. He's in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He's on vacation. He said he will not stream that's his time with his wife. This is where they got married at. This is his honeymoon. Not his honeymoon, but his wedding anniversary. He goes every year.
This is their anniversary time. He said he'll be gone around this time for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, the holidays are coming up.
They're saying he's not out of town, but.
Well, he's coming back before Christmas, but he's not going to come back to stream till in January. I think he's going like 10 or 12 days to Hawaii. I don't know what date, but he said he's coming slightly before Christmas, right back before Christmas. Like he's got to spend it with his family. So, but why would I disrupt his anniversary vacation? I ain't gonna bother the man, and he's not gonna answer anyhow. You'll see Kahuna in 2025. It's like. I just sent him a message. Let's see if he answers. And he probably told me when he's not going to respond. If he does, then I feel bad that we even bothered him. What's the most amount of time you ever? At one point in my life, honestly, I hit a couple times a day when I was a young man. I'd be honest. I'm not gonna. It is a natural thing, but probably 3 times. But I always was blessed, man. I'm so blessed the last 10 years of my life when it comes to that department, man. It's just you really go, damn, when you got someone that you can enjoy it with and they're willing without, a lot of husbands have had no a lot to them in their marriage. A lot of husbands have. No, I got a headache. No, I'm this. No, I'm not having a good day. I've never had the word no presented to me in 10 years. So, and that's a rarity for any man. So that I will keep sacred. So, and I will always keep that sacred. That's very hard for a man to say. Every one of these married men in life always got the word no at some point for their wife. I promise you, I have never, and I will never ever ruin that opportunity. So it's just, it's just. But a marriage is based probably 25% of that to be. That's 25% of a marriage, without a doubt. But you can't make that your main focus. You got to have communication. You got to have, you got to be on the same page on a daily basis. You have to be. And every couple goes off the page. We all have our moments. But and then you just got to think. Sometimes, like I gave my son advice today. He said, "So you're saying that some things I really should keep to myself if I voice my opinion to my new wife, what I'm trying, some of the things you could ruin it." I said, some things a lot of things need to be discussed daily in communication. But if you're going to get where a woman's going to get going to be thinking, oh, no, you're wrong, or just be turned into an argument, it's probably best not to start the argument. It's just, if it's not that important where it's life threatening or going to ruin your marriage, why say it? Why even bring it up?
Fuck that. Let's fight.
So I can tell you, I'm proud of my son. He sent me pictures of, and my son is blessed. That's all. He's a good kid, and I'm proud of him. That's all I could say, man. Keep it up. That's all I can say. You know, I got a few more months, and I got to get my daughter back into society in another 17 months, and I want nothing but the best for her, man. You know, and it's
All right, so
difficult.
Kahuna's a no-go.
I told you that. I knew that.
He's taking care of stuff at the cabin.
Yeah. Oh, he's back home now. He already made his trip.
He hasn't left it. He leaves Monday.
Oh, Monday. So if he's leaving Monday, which is what Christina's birthday. Don't forget the birthday stream. Let's all go show Christina love on her birthday stream, please. She deserves it. She gave you guys gold the other day with the commissioner. They did a great stream, outstanding. 178 memberships, and I gotta be proud to say, I'm proud to say that we're in a good spot now. I promised 2 memberships, for at least one for sure for now. At 2025, I can do 2 weeks. Saturday will be the spot for members, and I just don't know if we'll do one. We'll do one during the week, but it's nice to. You know, many people that are good streamers don't even have 100 memberships. I mean, realistically. Do you think John's got 100 memberships? Does anybody think John's got more than 100? I don't see a lot of people donating memberships to John. I really don't. Dark Nug, thank you, sir. Thank you for the $5 super stick. And like today's members only, and it's great. This is nice that we don't expect but nothing to give to you guys. This is really nice.
You asked the questions.
Yeah, do you think Stutter John has more than 100 memberships? I don't see him get a lot of memberships.
Why would he do anything? He don't do anything for the members.
Well, he does member streams. He does do member streams. But I don't think he's got more than 100. I don't think he does. And he's the fucking Dabbleverse. I mean,
he says he's quitting again.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the quitting part. I'm quitting the Dabble, but I'm still going to do my political show. So he's not quitting. He's doing the same old bit he does every year. If he's quitting, he's quitting. He's going. He's out of it. You can't say I'm quitting. Going to come back and do my political show. Come on, John can't quit. He don't have money. He's not a millionaire. This is his living. This is it. Until, God forbid, his mother goes, and whatever money he's getting, he's got to work. I'm telling you. And he'll go through that money, whatever he's left anyhow, probably inside of a year, the way he spends money.
So his mom has some type of life insurance plan?
Well, they're pretty well off, I think. I think his mom is smart with her money, and his dad had a good, I'm sure they were old school people like that. They save a lot of money, they invest. I'm sure she was smart with money. Nothing like John. He knows what his mother's worth. Why do you think he's fucking always trying to?
Please, if Stuttering John was a professor of any kind, I can fly.
Yeah, I mean, John is a lot of things. He's been a lot of things. I mean, I guess part of showed his court thing, but he took it down so John don't give him shit. But I didn't see it. But I don't know. Did anybody in here see the court thing with John? How did it really go? I'm curious to know. Cardiff said he'll put it up on his Patreon someday, but but right now the people that saw it, they're the ones that are privileged to it. Did he do a good job in court? I don't even know. I could have drove there and been in that courtroom if I wanted to. I didn't know the date and I didn't really care, but I should have went there. I'd have went in there and fucking watched it, and I would have videotaped it. You probably you got to watch. They say you can't bring cameras in courtroom, even though they really can't stop you. But a judge tells you don't put your phone on, and you don't, they will take you to fucking jail. So to catch 22 doing that, you could yell the First Amendment shit, but when a judge says turn them phones off, you better turn them off. So, and here,
exactly,
your phone go off, he'll confiscate it. He'll take your phone, you won't get it back.
Spider-Man. God, you're talking us to death.
Yeah, shut the heck up. Yeah, Spider. You could see Spider here. I would never be mad if you just jumped in and said, "Hey, let me talk here for a minute." That's what I think a lot of people are wanting you to do next. I don't care. I mean, if you tell me shut the fuck up, then I'm going to throw you out. But but if you say, "Hey, Joe, I want to get a minute here," go for it. I don't care. I want you to speak. Well, I mean, I know John is fine.
Spider, shit, we're giving you the alley-oop.
I did get pretty close with John. I think I got close with him better than a lot of people. I've been on streams with him and Vince, and I know he used to fucking get agitated with Vince, but I also know how John manipulated Vince. John could get Vince to do anything he wants. It's all John. All Vince has got to know that John loves him, and he'll do anything for John. He'll roll the red carpet out for John. As long as he knows John will come over to his house or go talk to his kids, that's what he's about. Mrs. C said hi, Miss Kitty. I don't know if she heard me. She closed the door because the little baby's asleep, but I'll tell her right after the baby's been teased. But tomorrow we go to church. We're going to church tomorrow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're going to church tomorrow. So
Why?
been a while. Been a while since a few months since I've been in church. But we're going to an event that's at this church in Tampa. It's kind of like a family thing. So we're gonna go to it.
Well, you can't.
Check it out.
My family won't dare ask me to pull some shit like that.
I don't mind going. I'm the one that suggested it. I saw what they're doing for Christmas. It's like a Christmas big day tomorrow for Christmas. There's a bunch of good people.
Don't get me wrong. There's there's good and evil in this world.
Right.
But
I'm not going to roly poly. I'm going for the events.
Go to church.
I'm not saying what church because I don't need nobody freaking going over there bothering me. I'm not saying it's a church that does a lot for the communities. They help a lot of people.
That's great, but they won't see me there.
I'm gonna go because I want to just check what it's out. It's a new church that they've been advertising hard and how they help the communities, and I want to see what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
I watch church on YouTube. Oh,
yeah. It's nice every once in a while to go. You clean your soul. You go in and you have a heart to heart, and you listen to people preaching real good, and it helps you. It helps you stay positive. I'm all for that, man. It's not Catholic. It's definitely not Catholic. It's a Christian church. I will never step foot in a Catholic church again. Catholics are corrupt. They don't do nothing for you in church except take your money and put the offering basket out 15 times during the service. That's all they do. Catholic. I can't look at another priest. The priests are horrible.
Dude, the last time I stepped foot in a church, I was 16 years old.
Yeah, Catholic. I grew up a Catholic, and I can't do it. No, Catholics are so fucking idiots. I'm telling you, when I tell you guys that the Pope is so juiced in and so corrupt, believe me, Sicily owns the cops, the politicians. The mob owns the politicians, the police department, Sicily, and the Vatican. They own it. They dictate everything in Palermo and all the boot, anything in Sicily. The mob runs everything. Nothing gets done unless they say it's okay. They kill politicians. They blow up judges. They don't care. They tell the Pope which way to fucking piss, which way to shit. All their money is invested in that Vatican in real estate. He's just a puppet.
To answer this question, I just don't like church.
Yeah, I mean,
church is just not my thing. It's just not.
I mean, church is. You don't have.
My mom, when I was a small kid, my mom tried to force that Catholic bullshit on me.
Right.
I did it for a summer, and even she got tired of the fucking bullshit. So that was short lived. Nope. Fuck that shit. I hated Easter Sunday because my stepfather, let's go to church. I'm like,
well, I don't know about them being respectful. Catholic church, if you got money, they're going to be nice. They always cater to the people that could do something for the church. They used to love the mob guys back in the day because they used to give so much money to the churches so they could hold events and have casino night. They bought their way into the church to have casino night on the weekend, to have the feast that they have in the neighborhoods. They had to get permits. They had the church backing. It was everything. Big donations go, or they donate a statue, or they fix up a room. It's all bullshit with Catholic priests. Let's face it, Catholic priests, they can't get married, they can't have kids, but yet they molest and rape everybody. Let's face it. That's what they do.
You go to as a child that they
were
me? No, Maggie's last comment.
KKK hates the blacks and
not that one. The one after that was this one.
We know they hate the blacks. I don't know about the Catholics. I don't know about that. I don't think they hate white people. They hate black people for sure.
See, fuck. Give me a fucking wrench so I can get rid of Rochi.
What? We're not banning nobody today. Not today.
Well, I'll ban his ass on Monday.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll give you back a wrench. Say something in the chat room and let me go to YouTube. I can give you back your wrench, right? Go to the fucking chat room.
Make it a managing
hello. You say something. All right.
Done. There you go.
All right. That's all you got to do. Quit. Don't worry about. We're not banning nobody today.
He hit us where we don't see his chat.
Of course,
he's over here chatting his thing. I didn't know he was a fucking member.
I know you got to fix that, right? I can show you how to fix that. So, wait a second.
Pineapple, when you stay cool, you'll be cool. It's just
first of all, you wouldn't get banned on a members only stream. I'm not going to ban nobody. That looks so bad to ban someone on a members only stream. I'm not going to do that.
No. He said, "Am I banned again Monday?"
But you guys shouldn't have to be negative here because it's this is supposed to be for you guys, entertaining for you guys.
Yeah. See,
no, you're not banning him. You're Pineapple. I always gave you the benefit of the doubt. I just don't agree with you. But I don't even watch you anymore, so I don't care. I don't care.
But like I said, what type of church did your mama take you that they were for?
No, I don't see you in here.
I put test. Here you go.
Where?
Look.
I don't see you.
Look at the bottom of the chat, and
you're not here.
Yeah. Oh, because it's.
Oh, there you. I see it. I got it, Lou. All right, got it. All right, Lou. All right, Lou. Do not ban nobody. Do not ban nobody till Monday.
No,
Lou.
I won't do it today. I'll just leave it till Monday.
All right, Lou. Never ban on a members only stream.
Oh, there's my wrench. All right.
All right.
Close. Rick from New York, my boy. How you doing?
Boy, great man. I accidentally Paco down him the other day. I called him a FaceTime, and I look and I go, damn, that's right. What the hell are you doing? He goes, you FaceTime.
Yeah, you did that quite a few times that same day.
Yeah, I was there. He did it twice out there.
It was funny. That was funny. But I'm like, Rick, what the hell are you doing? He goes, you're FaceTiming. What? That was funny. That was funny.
You'll keep the
So earlier today, I went to Joey's worst store ever that he won't step foot in, and I said, "Man, everyone's here today." I was like, "Man, we got some bad weather coming in or something." I said, "Man, Walmart's packed today.
Oh,
the line is long. I hate Walmart. They in the aisles." I said, so I just looked at my phone. We do got some bad weather coming in the morning.
Yeah. I don't like shopping in stores no more because it's just.
I don't. I just like all bullshit. I'll do my grocery shopping online. They bring it to my door. I'm good.
I'll be honest with you. I love the Walmart at 3:00 in the morning when I was hired at a fucking kite and I could go to the store and nobody was fucking there. And I could just fucking goof off in the fucking aisles and just fucking just spend money like wow. I loved it. I get irately nuts when I'm there at 4:00 in the afternoon and I'm behind 50 people in a line of stupidity.
Oh, no.
I'm screaming at them. I'm literally yelling at people that don't speak English. And they're just looking at me with a smile. And I'm like, I got to get out of here.
That's not the stupid part. The stupid part is they decide to take out 20 regular registers to incorporate self-fucking checkouts and then only put 2 people on register. And it's packed as shit. Like
I don't want to sound bad here, but Walmart has the percentage of employees that are women over men are very high on the women's spectrum. Probably 70 over 30%. It's a company that's built for women, hands down. So a man has no prayer to be being stupid in a store that's predominantly female employees. Dude, he really don't.
You know? Bro, the other day I had to go to Walmart to make a copy of my house key. They literally took out the fucking copy machine that used to be in the sporting section, so you could go up to the front of the store and stick your key in this copy machine key. I wouldn't mind paying $2 for my key. Now I got to pay $5.
Yeah. It's always a scam.
Like fuck you. I was pissed.
Yeah, they changed everything around now. Here.
Oh, what did he say? What is this? I don't understand this thing here he's saying. Joey, you ever tried PS5 to it as a pack of grapes? No, I've never done shit like that. I don't even play PS. I don't play games like that. Why would I want a PS5 for?
Well, I got
I don't even know what a PS5 is. What the fuck?
Joey, you don't know what a PS5 is? Look, man.
I have no idea, man. I mean, I'm sure it's got a game thing. I don't know.
I got a bunch of shit there, but
I don't listen. Let me tell you something. Look, I'm a firm believer of this. Okay.
Here's the control. PS5.
Okay, I got you. But here's one thing I will say that I do not like to do, would not like to see or even participate in. If I work and I got money in my pocket, as much as I would want Walmart to be ripped off every day because they're fucking idiots, I don't have the heart to say, let me do this and do that when I know I got money. I just can't do that. They put a product out. You're supposed to be honest when you go shop. But a lot of people, I've watched people walk out of Christmas time with carts and stuff. You just have this guy that was in Florida here in Clearwater. He called me up. What do you need? This guy was a hardworking man. Had a masonry company. He laid marble down on. He did people's homes. He had a big contract. But he would go push carts. He'd go take orders because he was a drug addict. He was running his company, and he pushed carts. What do you need from Home Depot? And he walked right past, and he'd get away with it. Right past with everything with no receipt. I don't know. He was good at it. But I just don't think. I mean, he had a pocket full of money, but he rather spend it on drugs. I don't believe in that shit, man. I just don't.
Look, there's my PS5, right?
That's what a PS5 is. What does that run anyhow?
I could get it to run anything if I want to.
No. I mean, what does it cost? What is that? Obviously, the newest.
This one, I got the digital version. This one ran me $400.
So PS means PlayStation?
Yes.
Okay. So they're about $400. You said.
Mine cost me $400 because I got the digital version.
So is that a better version? Because my brother-in-law, he plays video games, and I don't know if I think he's got a 3. I'm sure he would understand what a PS5 is and probably would want one.
Your brother
He's very good at what he does.
No, he has a PlayStation 4, and I was telling
Kevin's got a
Mr.
4?
C.
You know better than me
Yeah,
because you lived out there with him when you were here. So I don't know what he's got.
He has a 4.
All right, I don't know.
But I think Mrs. C said he wanted a 5. I told her the best time.
That's fine. He can have whatever he wants. I mean,
the best time really he could have got one was on Black Friday because it was cheaper. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I could.
I don't think they put these on Black Friday special.
I don't know, but if that's what he wants, I mean,
they was on the Black Friday special because they went down to 300.
He don't ask for nothing, man. But when he does that, I get it.
That PlayStation Pro was $700. When I saw that price, I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
I'm surprised you and him haven't played on the internet together, Lou. He's fucking awesome at those games, man. He's real good. I mean, real good.
We don't play the same games.
Right. Well, I know, but he masters all those games, man. I mean, I never seen someone whiz like that with games. I look at him. What the hell you play? He knows everything, man. He gets it. I mean, it's amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah, I got my. I was fortunate, Pineapple. I got my PlayStation during COVID when things were hard to get.
Yeah. Well, see, Lou, I was one of them type of guys. I won't lie about this. When I knew a lot of addicts in my life, so it was very easy to go on the block and just say, "Listen, I'm in the market for this," and you would probably have it within 2 or 3 days at less than 50% of what it costs brand new. And I mean, it would be brand new. It just is what it is. If you wanted something that was $400, you get it for $100. That's just the way to do it when you're in that world. Why would you go pay $500 when someone's going to boost it for you for $100? It makes no sense to pay the $500. That's another truth I'll tell you about. If I can get something at a deal because I know this guy is going to go do it, it got nothing to do with me. I don't tell him it's deal. He goes out and does it anyhow every day. But when he comes in and say, "Listen, you need anything?" I'm going to do it. I mean, what idiot wouldn't do it? I mean, come on. I mean,
the PlayStation Pro, it doesn't have the hard drive. You could buy that part separate.
Right.
But it comes for $700. You're getting 2 terabytes versus the regular PlayStation, where you only get 686 terabytes.
Rick's saying it's not worth it.
I'm breaking down why they went to 700.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The graphics are much more improved, but right now most of the games aren't taking advantage of that stuff. So you don't need a Pro when you got a regular PS5. My homeboy broke it down in a video he did. Yeah, I like it, but I'm not giving them the extra $300 that they're asking for.
Yeah.
Not now. Maybe in a year when there's more games to utilize with the Pro. But at this present moment, I'm good.
I'm really upset with everybody though, and that's a great breakdown. And Rick's a practical man. He's a family man. Me, like I would say, even if I want to, but Lou's pretty good at knows this stuff. So great breakdown. Kitty's saying you got to add stuff to it. That to me, that's kind of like, okay, I got to buy more stuff after I pay $500. I mean, that's just.
But that's if you're into buying digital. I like my games digital.
I got you.
So I'm cool not having the disc drive.
Right.
But the disc drive, if you buy physical copy of your games, or if you have an extensive old library of Blu-rays, then the digital, the hard drive would be handy for you, because your PlayStation can become your media player as well. So for me, it isn't worth it. I don't care for it.
Are you being sincere? Go ahead.
We've got Stoney saying at that price you might as well get a PC. Now, if you want a PC, you're paying more than $700. You can get a good budget PC about $700-800, but if you want a top of the line PC, you're paying $4,000 or more.
Right. You're right. Now, Eco, I know that you've had words in chat rooms. He's been in your chat room to said some things to you. So if you're trying to troll me here, to the ball busting, because Mike is a kind spirit and he is a great man. So if you're being sincerely and he really looked out for you guys, I will pass that. But if you're trying to be facetious here and funny to get me to ask him something so he could just say "fuck you guys," don't bullshit me, because Mike means a lot to me as a friend. So, and if he really did that and you're sincere, I will definitely pass it on to you. I talk to him every day. So
not necessarily, Rick. If you have a 4K TV, it'll do 4K capabilities, but you're fine at a 1080p with a 1080p.
You see what he said? You see how he comes back? This is what people do. Question what it. I didn't say you were not being good. I said, are you doing that to get me to go ask Mike, and it's really not true. If it's really true, I will thank him for you. That's all I'm asking. Never said anything about you being bad or good. So don't start confusing the situation.
Exactly.
If you really are sincere about that, I will pass it along.
That's the one reason why I never became a computer gamer.
But you could be one.
I could if I wanted to be, but like Rick just said here, you have a top of the line PC, you're constantly upgrading it. Screw that shit. I'll buy a fucking PlayStation and be good for 7 years.
Right. You know what I used to be good at? The old pinball machines and the Pac-Man and the what's that? The Space Invaders. I used to kill it when I was a young guy on all that stuff. You know, those old type. But then I tried to play.
Yeah, Miss Kitty.
The first. What was the first thing that ever came out that was far like a game? What was it? So Atari, they had the Paperboy thing you put in. It was a tape. You push the top. It was a Paperboy. I got pretty good at that game. I tried that.
Atari boy.
Yeah. Mario Brothers, right? With
that's Nintendo.
No, that's Nintendo. That's right. Yeah.
I had see as a child.
I'll tell
I
you.
had a Nintendo. Man, I did some shit. My mama took my fucking Nintendo, slammed that bitch on the ground 30 million times. That shit still worked for another year.
Yeah. What did you say, Spider? You had what now?
Nintendo 64 is my very first game console.
Really?
64?
007. Mario Brothers.
I hate those shooter games.
Yeah. I'm really upset with everybody, though, tonight. And I don't know how many people are here, but I really could say I'm very disappointed in everybody. Really am.
Why?
Even my panel. I finally got my real glasses, and no one made a comment about them.
What do you? I already told you about your glasses. I told you.
No, but nobody. I told them I was getting my new glasses, and they know I wear I wear readers. These are finally my real prescription glasses. You know, they're bifocals.
They look like this.
Pineapple says golden eye. Yeah, golden eye.
When I bring my head down a little bit, it's for seeing things way out there. I have to pick up I'm right in front of the screen to see everything clear. So they're double without the line. They told me they didn't recommend the line because I said one other time I had a pair of prescription and the guy put the line and it drove me crazy going to train my eye. This one here, I'm getting used to it already. But I picked some cool frames. You know, I have got pretty good insurance and I didn't have to come out of pocket for anything, man. My insurance took care of everything, man. I was pretty impressed.
Said she wasn't aware.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But these are not no readers, man. I got my real glasses for the first time in a long time. I tried this 10 years ago, and I threw them in the garbage. They gave me a headache. Now I really needed them, and I got them now. So, and my insurance lived up to the reputation.
I thought they were the same ones.
Nope, they're my prescriptions, man. What's that? See right here, I got them right here. Let's give a little advertisement. Please go get your glasses from. Take this page from. There they go. That's them. Your Tampa store in the mall.
Oh, you went to optical outlets?
That's what my insurance company sent me.
Mm.
So they sent me there, and they were proficient. I was in and out with the test, and 6 days later, they were done. And nothing out of pocket, zero.
No,
they said, this is what you got to spend. Do you want to add anything? I go, listen, if anything's come out of pocket, I ain't getting them. That's what I told her.
Well, no, they direct you to the wall where your insurance covers.
I got $400 paid for it, so I got the frames were $150 and the red and all. I got something special in my. I don't know, but I wanted to get where it turns the sunglasses. That was a little bit pricey, so I couldn't do it. So
you know what? You don't want them.
No, I know that's what
I had a pair 1 year, and
they're
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's what someone said. But
you're in the sun, and then let's say you go into Walmart. It takes a few seconds for it to transition back to normal, and it just fucks with your eyes. It's like, oh, fuck this shit.
Lou, I need you to look up a video for me. I want you to go to YouTube and look up Tony Accardo before the Senate. I think it was, and Tony Accardo, who in real life talked with broken English. He's from the old country. He does this video. He's like 80 years old, and they bring him into the last bit to try to put him behind bars. They never could put him, and he's really old and frail, and he's there with his lawyer. And it's in, I don't know if it was in Washington or if it was
Tony Accardo, what?
Tony Accardo. Just look up Anthony Accardo. Let me see. I'll tell you. I'm going to look it up just to show you. I can't present it because I can't do nothing on this fucking. But I'll put him on there. I'll see if I get the right. But he just speaks. I get a kick out of the way he speaks. I actually went to his fucking funeral. It's at my cousin's funeral parlor in Chicago. He was laid out at Montclair LaCania funeral on Belmont Avenue. FBI were all over that place, man. They motherfuckers taking pictures. Everybody is out. You know, every mob boss in Chicago, they went to that funeral parlor because the rumor is my cousin's grandfather, who was bankrolled back in the day when he opened this up in the Al Capone days, they bankrolled him to open that. So he kind of was in bed with them silently. And the deal was that all the big mob bosses will be laid out. Most of the mobsters went to another funeral home. I don't know if it was in Cicero. I forgot the name. It was Rago Brothers. But the bosses went to Montclair, Lucania. They stayed true to that for my cousin.
Joey, find it and just put it in the private chat.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that right now. Hang on. Let me see. I just got
Lenscrafters. Only place I see Lenscrafters in the mall.
Yeah, well, that's where they are. But I remember Lenscrafter. This one is a mall optical outlet. They were all right. They did their job right. I mean,
Which
I was
the one what? You went to Brandon?
Brandon, yeah, that's where I went. Yeah. Yeah, they were cool.
I took my daughter to optical outlet when I lived over there around the Busch Gardens neighborhood.
Here it is. I'm gonna let me see if this is the right one.
All right, we've already gave them 2 hours. We'll end the show with this video.
Stop.
Who's he talking to?
No, I gotta find it. That's a short of. Where's the video? Tony Big Carter asked about his income. No, that's not it. I think this is it. Outfit voting card working. Let me see if this is. I gotta make sure. Oh, that's the same one. The fuck, man! Give me not the short. What the fuck? They pulling up shorts here. Videos. Let's go to videos. I gotta find. All right. Okay, I think this is it. Because one of them they have a short version. This is the long version. No, I don't want the long version. Oh, fuck, man.
You want the short or the long? You can't have both. You gotta have someone in an equal medium.
Let me see.
Cutting into my time at TikTok.
Just hang on a second.
Spider, speak, bro. Speak. This is your time to shine.
I don't know. I know. I was on mute for a second there. I was taking care of something.
Yeah, taking care of nothing. You just picked up your phone and scroll Twitter. Actually, you don't have Twitter.
This is when I need to find something, I never can. This motherfucking internet sucks. Okay, it's a simple, like a 2-minute fucking video, and just to show you that.
When you want something, you can't find it.
I gotta find it. I watch it all the time. Now I can't fucking find it. The fuck? It's just his accidents. It's that no sir, no suggestion at all. Just hello, how are you? When he was instead of asking him his relationship to Al Capone, just friend. Hello, how are you? That he was fucking his bright-haired man and partner. You know, the guy just was perfect at what he did. Never arrested, never spent the night in jail. Not many bosses lived to 80, 99, or 80-something years old and never went to jail. He was one of them. He was a brilliant man, this Tony Accardo. He really was. Let me see. Okay, I'm fucking up here. Maybe I better not put Tony Accardo with the setup. Let me see if that works. I gotta find it, man. It's fucking. This guy was a class act, man. He was a smart. He learned when they took Al Capone away, and they took Frank Nitti obviously went down, and then Paul Ricca. He was the fourth partner. They were four partner. He said he learned from where when the FBI took them to prison. He never made a mistake from that point on. This guy filed an income tax every year as a licensed liquor salesman. Very smart individualist, man. But he was a very feared man. This man was amazing, man. Let me see. This is it right here. This might be it. This might be it. Here it is. Hey, this is it.
Finally found it.
Yeah, let me just make sure. 47 seconds.
Oh, he was spamming?
Maybe this ain't it. I need the one that's over a minute. That's the one. I need the one that's a little bit longer. Why can't I find this motherfucker? Oh, my God. I hate this shit, man. Well, how does Clearwater Chad get in the middle of all Tony Accardo stuff? I just see Clearwater Chad legal action against Double A Ron, and then all around him. What the fuck? Hello, this is it right here. I think here it is. And this is the one that's a minute and 39 seconds. This has got to be it.
All right, then let's go. Pass it
Well,
on.
let me make sure.
Dum dum.
No,
dum.
sir, that's it. I found it. God bless it. I found it.
Yay!
Not association at all. Just friends. Hello, how are you? I love the way this old man operates. Let me put it in the chat now. Put it in the private chat. All right, so how do I do that? The private chat. All right, Lou, you got to get it. It's
Copy
coming
paste,
now.
put it in the private
Here we
chat.
go. All right, Lou, put that up. This is a great. So, minute 47. So, we end this with this. You guys, another great man you guys should all watch and learn about. This is a criminal mind. This is how a criminal is right here. Nobody was better at it than him.
Where are we? Here we go. Share.
This man was the genius. Here we go. Play the whole 140.
And at 83, investigators say the Big Tuna is the chairman emeritus of the Chicago crime syndicate. His tenure at the top is unmatched in mob circles around the country. In his halcyon days, Accardo lived in this 25-room mansion in River Forest.
Damn.
Although Accardo sold the property in the late 1960s, many of the amenities still remain. They include a 20 by 40-foot indoor pool, lined and surrounded by blue and white marble, a bowling alley with twin lanes, and a bathroom with gold-plated fixtures. Authorities took one last shot at
Here he
Accardo
is.
in
One
1982
last try.
when they hauled him before a Senate committee in Washington. But in a 2-hour session, a straight-faced Accardo told the Solons that he knew nothing about
Lying his ass off.
an activity in Chicago.
We have information which may be said to be general public information.
Watch how good the Sicilian lies.
We headed the Chicago Organized Crime Syndicate for many years. Isn't that true?
No, sir.
That is not true.
No, sir.
Have you ever been associated in any way with any illegal activity?
Yes, sir.
What were those illegal activities?
I gambled.
Have you ever killed anyone?
No, sir.
Have you ever directed anybody to commit murder?
No, sir.
What was your association with with Al Capone?
None association at all.
Check it out.
Just friendly. Hello, and how are you? Although senators didn't believe Accardo's testimony, no attempt was made to
A man was a genius. He never went to jail. That was their last chance that he died. Now I want to show you one more. I'm gonna put one more thing on him. Another thing, real quick. Tony Accardo's. This is when I tell you how seedy the feds can't even leave you alone to mourn someone. They can't even leave a family alone. This is how fucking seedy the fucking government is. And they're assholes. They flood that fucking funeral home, taking pictures on rooftops, Belmont Avenue. They're assholes, man. I mean, they are fucking, and they loved him. They respected this guy because he never would mess with cops. He would never hurt a cop. I never hurt a newsman. Never hurt a child. Never hurt a woman. He did everything right, and they all the FBI guys said he was a gem of a gem. They loved him. He was the best thing as far as a crime boss Chicago could have because he was a guy not to mess with. But yet they go and fuck with his family. His grandson was a Chicago Bear. I know he made the Bears. He was a football player. But let me show you. This is my cousin's funeral home. Still owns it today. Let's see if I can pull it up. There's this new house because he sold at 20. He went to Oak Park, then and he moved to. Where's it at? All right, come on. Boy, here we go. I put this on it. Why did YouTube? You put in exactly what you want, and then they fucking give you everything else.
Donks. Good evening.
I think I spelled something wrong. I don't spell good. Fuck, get rid of that. Must be thinking equal because I put a K in it. You know? Oh, no wonder I spelled his name wrong. What the fuck? Fuck. I think I spelled it right.
Jesus Christ.
You know who else went to this funeral home when he died? To my cousin's funeral home, believe it or not? Dennis Farina, the actor, because he was a Chicago cop for 20-something years. He was laid out at the fucking Montclair Lake Came funeral. Believe that? That's a fact. Left Hollywood to have his funeral back where he's from. I can't fucking believe this. They're not showing me. What am I doing? Am I spelling something wrong here? How the
Go
fuck
back to your history and look at how you.
Oh my god, I guys can't handle it. Can't you type it in? Find something for me, Tony. Maybe I put it's Tony. He's always Tony. Cardos. Tony Cardos. Maybe it's this one. And Tony Cardell Capone. Is this Tony Carter at Al Capone? Oh, they even got a video of him going to Al Capone's funeral. Someone posted that. That's got, how long is this one? That's 39 seconds long. Oh, no. Why do they have a title? This is Tony. Are you? I guess the picture of him. That's when he went to the funeral. I guess that's what it was. Someone sent me a thing about Tony Carter the other day. They hit him at Twitter. The Last Supper that was done in 1977 with all the Chicago bosses at a Chicago restaurant, and and it was awesome, man. I've already seen it, but the way he found one where the person that did the video, the YouTube channel, he broke it down and he the graphics pointing at each Bob boss. I mean, there was Joey Aiuppa was there, Tony DeVarco. There was a lot of guys there. Joey Lombardo. That was the last time you ever seen those guys together, because they always denied that they knew each other. That was the whole thing why Chicago was successful. Al Capone, he was smart. Al Capone never thought about that tax evasion shit. They could Al Capone. How many people think Al Capone killed? Not one time can they pin him on many murders. Never. But they got him on tax evasion. They put him away for the simplest thing. It's fucking crazy. Jackie Leggy Cerrone. There's a lot of guys here that were fucking. Tony Adardo dies. Let me see if that's the. Is that it? Is that Belmont Avenue? I think so. Let me see. Chicago Legal, but I don't want it to be a short. Fuck! I did some bullshit. I can't even fucking find it. Does anybody fucking send me this video? They had it on the internet all the time. Now it's fucking hard to find. Oh,
I'm not finding anything.
Okay, let me see. Montclair. Let me see if I do this. Montclair Funeral Home. I think it's 70. Let's see. Oak Park is. I think it's 7300 block of Belmont Avenue. If I remember correctly, 7300, 73. See, Elk Park 6900. They're about 3 blocks in. So about 72 or 7300 is Montclair. It used to be Montclair Funeral. When the old man died, they named it Montclair Lucania Funeral and put the they took the name.
Yeah, I'm not finding nothing.
Montclair Funeral Home. Tony Accardo. Let me see if someone must have took it off then. Someone must have got it off because maybe it showed too much shit that the FBI shouldn't have. But they already had it all. They were there. What the fuck? Well, maybe this is it. Accardo's grave. Well, they show his grave. He's got a hell of a grave site. So let me see. The man's got a mod. Oh, maybe this is the funeral of my boss, Sam Giancana. Sam Giancana went there. So here's Sam Giancana's funeral. Going in the side door of my boss. He went to Montclair Funeral Home too. A lot of big names went through my. This is when the old man. This is when the grandpa owned it. Here we go.
Ooh, look.
Put a link. We're almost done. This is Bill Curtis and CBS News in Chicago talking about here it is. Oh, I put it in the chat room. Well, it don't matter. See it. Let me put it here.
I can get it from there.
Here we go. There it is. Show that one, and I'll scroll for the fucking Tony Carter. This is only like a couple minutes long.
This shit's 5 minutes.
So what?
What?
That's Walter Jacobson, man. He was a young, prominently big name news reporter. He's Jewish, Walter Jacobson. Look at that fucking hook nose. That's it. There it is.
This is Channel 2 News with Bill Curtis, Walter Jacobson, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening. Bill is on special assignment tonight. He'll be back tomorrow. After the gangster Sam Giancana was murdered last Thursday, authorities revealed that a federal grand jury had threatened to indict him for perjury. Now, investigators reportedly believe that Giancana demanded the crime syndicate get the Justice Department off his back. And according to this thinking, Giancana's mood convinced his mobster associates that he just might spill the beans to avoid a prison term. So they ordered him killed. Private funeral services for Sam Giancana were held today, and John Drummond was there.
Although friends and relatives of the slain gangster were on hand to pay their last respects, outfit bigwigs were conspicuous by their absence at the services held at the Montclair Funeral Home on the city's northwest side. Apparently, syndicate majordomos had passed the word to their soldiers to stay away. There had been reports that Phyllis McGuire, of McGuire Sisters fame, had flown to Chicago for the rites. But if Phyllis, a one-time companion of Giancana, was at the funeral, she was not seen by any reporters or police intelligence personnel. The funeral attracted a crowd of onlookers and curiosity seekers who milled around outside the parlors. Some spectators even managed to climb on top of nearby roofs to get a better
view across the street.
After a 30-minute service in which newsmen were barred from attending, Giancana's body was placed in a hearse for the trip to the cemetery. More than 100 mourners, including Giancana's
that was the Mafia Princess, Sam's daughter,
ended its way through suburban Oak Park. The cortege made a farewell pass by Giancana's home, 1147 South Winona in the suburb. The mobster was slain Thursday night. A brief chapel service was held at the Queen of Heaven Cemetery, and it was there that Channel 2 News spotted songbird Keely Smith, a popular Las Vegas entertainer, among the mourners. Following services in the chapel, several mourners lashed out verbally at the crowd of reporters and photographers.
Look at that Italian woman. Get him, woman. Get him.
Giancana was to be buried next to his wife Angeline in the family mausoleum in Mount Carmel Cemetery. Ironically, the cemetery contains the remains of Giancana's one-time boss, Al Capone. John Drummond, Channel 2 News.
There it is.
Giancana was buried today. In the wake of his assassination, 3 of Giancana's daughters and the son-in-law are reported likely to be subpoenaed to testify before a county grand jury investigating the case. Eyewitness newsman Fred Villanueva reports on the funeral.
The wake for Sam Giancana was anything but what one would expect for a noted leader of a crime syndicate. Newsmen and curious onlookers tried to identify well-known mobster figures, but most of the big names in the syndicate stayed away. A great deal of pressure has been placed on those figures because of the shooting, recent grand jury investigations on mob activities, and reported mob links with the CIA. After Giancana's bronze casket was loaded on a hearse, the funeral procession led through Oak Park past Giancana's home. It was there that the mob leader spent his last live moments at a party given for him last Thursday night. It was also there that his 20-caliber bullets into Giancana, this after most of the party guests had left. Giancana was taken to Mother of Heaven Cemetery in Hillside, where a short service was given before the 67-year-old widower was placed in a crypt alongside his wife, dead since 1954. Investigators are now looking for a Chicago area location where hidden crime syndicate records may be placed alongside an enemy list naming persons who may have wanted Giancana dead. That list was to have been made public should he be killed. This is Fred Villanueva, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Don't try to go inside. I didn't. 2 hours later, Giancana's body was put into a hearse for his last ride. A last ride that was routed past his Oak Park home, where on Thursday night he was cut down. Then the Queen of Heaven Cemetery Chapel for the last goodbyes. Outside the chapel, a man identified as the son of Willie the Potatoes Dodano challenged a Channel 9 cameraman. The 2 other men pulled Dodano away before anything happened. After the brief chapel service, an unidentified woman in black was led sobbing into a limousine, and others rushed to the car, put their bodies between the woman and cameras so her picture could not be taken. Other women spitted, cursed at cameras. One yelled, "He's dead now. What do you want from him? You've done enough to him already." The theory is that the mob eliminated Sam Giancana to keep him quiet at future grand jury sessions. The question is now, did Sam take those secrets with him, or did he leave them behind for others to see? For News 9, this is Don Harris at Queen of Heaven Cemetery.
I'll tell you this. Obviously, he took the secrets because Tony Carter never got busted. So, obviously. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I'm probably sure I'm going to get copyright something on this fucking show in this, but I'll just have to delete it. So, this part, I'll take it out of the because people are just sooty like that, even on member streams. But Sam Giancana, they feared him because he dated all the Hollywood women. You know, he was in Vegas all the time, and you know they put him in charge. Here's the real Tony Accardo was smart. When the heat was on the mob, he took himself out of office, retired, and always put Sam Giancana or somebody like that in power so they could take the heat and get in trouble because he hated Sam Giancana. He wanted to kill him several times, but he put him in the spotlight so that the feds would be all over him. They wind up killing him anyhow because he knew too much. And he was a fucking crazy. He was loose in that. See, he was type A personality. They couldn't control him. He spoke when he shouldn't have spoke. You know, that's why guys like personalities like that, you don't laugh. That's why I could never do that life, because I would have got killed just because I would speak when I wasn't supposed to speak, out of pocket with them. So, and that's what he did all the time. He pretty much told him to kiss his ass when they gave him the power. So, but he was a feared man, and his daughter, I don't know if she's still alive, but I showed everybody's Tropicante's fucking compound the other day when I was doing the driving stream, when I went to get the fucking lettuce. No one commented about that. These guys, why don't you guys like history about fucking guys that were fucking legends in this world? I mean, come on. Just like over in the UK, wasn't the fucking brothers, the two brothers that were fucking, they were like what they called? They made the movie about it. The guy that did it, the movie, played both parts. But one brother was Fruity, wasn't it? Huh? Okay, you can leave it off. I'm listening to it, I'm getting off the stream. I'm getting off. We're sending it right now. Okay. I don't spell well. Joey's not good. Not good well. What? I don't spell well. Joey, not good well. Okay, there we go. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Good night. Love you guys. Take care. And we'll let you know the next member stream. Now go support Spider. And make sure that you be nice to Lou on Monday, or else you get banned. Goodbye.